Chicago culture is something so very special. So geographically, Chicago sits almost like in the same place if it were a body that the heart would be. And people are just doing. Like, we're not waiting for like investors to come in and save us. Like, we're literally creating art and music and, you know, production.
And today's guest, dear friend, dear brother, hooper, father, educator, designer.
Many hats, man.
Nice.
He now stays in the gym, so he's a thirst trapper as well.
Oh my God. The shade already.
One of the major players at Copa, man. We got my boy E.
Yes,
E
sir.
from Edie. Let's go.
Man, the place I had to be this morning, this afternoon, had to be.
Oh, man, we appreciate you. We appreciate
What's
you,
happening, brother?
Man, everything's good. Everything's good, man. Life is good, you know. That over 40 life is good.
Something different, ain't it?
Know how to drive slow.
Avoid driving at night.
Appreciate sleep.
Man, appreciate it.
Ooh, and
Appreciate
naps are
rest and
You know it, man.
choosing your problems.
That's it.
Choosing your problems. Talk to me.
Yes,
Are we
sir.
going in today?
Every
I like
battle is
that.
yours. Trust me.
Yeah. Well, you about to take me to church.
I don't want to do that. You know I'm going. You know, my destination is sealed.
Really? Do you think that's where you going?
I'm breaking everything they said in that book.
Everything in the book.
The book, I've done the opposite of it. And I have not slowed down. I've hit the gas. I have not slowed down. I have no brakes. It's just different,
My
man.
goodness.
That's funny as hell. Well, let's stay right there, man. How was your week, brother?
My week was good, man. It
Sinner.
was you know what? It was a different week for a sinner. There you go. We were born in sin though, but don't get me started though. It's cool. Man, it was a work week, busy week. But you know, I take everything at a snail's pace because it's that over 40 life.
Yes, sir.
I move at my pace, and that's it. But the highlight was taking my dad to Vegandale, the vegan festival in Grant Park. It was the truth. It was very good. We got plush parking right across the goddamn street. You know, it's hard to find parking downtown. Right across the street.
Was
my
that police parking?
Huh? No,
that-
it was just a regular spot.
Oh,
Parked my dirty ass
bless.
Dodge Charger across the street and walked across like I was VIP. Took him there. You know, he's 100% vegan now, so it's hard. Being vegan is expensive.
Super
Yeah.
expensive.
My God,
I would think so.
Give me all that grease and bullshit.
Yeah, you in that Whole Foods lane.
Oh my God, man. So it was great, man. I saw a lot of different vendors from different cultures and different communities, even different states there pushing their product. And let me say this, you know, all you dudes that are vegan, you gotta do better.
What's
I'm
that
not a
mean?
vegan. I was the most in shape motherfucker there by a long shot. No, that's for the guy side. But for the girl side, though, looking at the ladies there, vegan must give y'all better ass meat, better legs,
my
better or something, bro. It was just like every dude that was sitting there looking like, it was just a win. But it was love. It was great, man, just to watch everybody do everything. And then I got a message later on today say, hey, man, how was Vegan Fest? I'm looking like, was you there or something, man? You know, check, make sure, you know. You see me a picture. My man Coke here, what up, Corey, man? 20 plus years, my guy. You know Corey.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? His wife was taking a selfie in front of the sign. Guess from the background looking like, where's Waldo? He said, yo, where's Waldo looking at? You know, he don't curse though, you know what I'm saying? So it was pretty cool, man. But like a point of mine said earlier, man, he said, man, social media, bro, it'll tell all
Oh
your
my
business
goodness, yes.
for no reason. You know what I'm saying? But it was great, man. Love your dad. I'm glad he enjoyed himself. That's it.
All right, well, that's pretty regular. I like it, though.
It is though, man.
I like it. What about you, Mila? What we miss?
Oh my goodness.
Actually, you're supposed to go last.
Yeah. All right. Well, fine.
No, there was, you know,
Yeah, we planned that. Okay, producer.
so let me produce
Okay,
this thing.
we'll produce it then.
All
right,
right,
well,
you know what?
Without me.
It's getting cut out. Don't worry about it.
Oh God.
Fix it in post.
We're
E,
gonna
what
switch seats at some point.
E, what did I miss from you this week, brother?
This past week, man, I had a little bit of a revelation, man. I love, again, just being over 40, man. You get these epiphanies and stuff. So, man, I had one this week, man, about just, man, continuing to unveil this childhood trauma and stuff. And, you know, I was lacking some drive, honestly. This was like Monday, Tuesday. I was fatigued, couldn't figure out why.
Right.
And realized that usually I'm most energized when there's some traumatic incident that has occurred. Obviously, the work that I do, and being a former competitor, you know, when crisis happens, you can't miss, right? You got to be on point, you know, because to have a misstep when there's a crisis, I mean, it can injure
Catastrophic.
people,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It can injure a message. It can impact the city or whatever. And man, I had to really look at like, man, why am I only up when there's crisis and drama and stuff? And so,
Form of depression.
man, was able to kind of trace that back to some childhood trauma. Made the rest of my week pretty good. Another discovery. So
That's dope.
good week,
That's
good
dope.
week,
Yeah.
good week. More excited for this week, man. Taking my girls to the Cubs game Tuesday. We're gonna do the bleacher bones.
game?
Cubs game.
Why that
Yeah.
game?
Oh man, you should let me know. I could plug you on some
You a
shit.
Cubs fan,
You can't plug
I like competition.
right?
I like
It's
competition.
definitely a better environment.
Yeah.
You over there being a bully about the
No.
Cubs?
The Sox, you know, they have a better field, but they have better field, better drinks, better food. The Wrigleyville and Wrigley Field, that area, it's just the
It's dense.
ambiance, everything. It's everything you want to do is there. You know,
Everything.
You can not watch the game and still enjoy yourself.
Yeah,
Yes,
once
that is true.
the Ricketts came in and they put
Say it
about
again.
20 the Ricketts.
Okay, cool.
They put about stop playing with me. You got to relax. It's early.
All
It's
right.
too early. You know what I'm saying? Let me get there first. You know what I mean? No, they came in. They put about 20 mil in,
Mhm.
right, and upgraded the joint because Wrigley Field is small.
Is that weed still on the wall?
Yeah,
Yeah, see,
The ivy.
It's super
The
small.
ivy.
I
Yeah.
couldn't. I got tickets there, and I couldn't go down to my seat. I stayed in the back.
So you donated your tickets then?
I wasn't sitting. I wasn't going down there with all those people.
You didn't know the people were gonna be there.
I knew it, but I didn't know.
Asking for a friend.
I see. All right, now it's 3 of y'all.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I
Stand
thought you was
up.
cool. I thought you was cool. No, I'm a bit of an agoraphobe. Like, I don't really like crowds, so I kind of like practice being around like a lot of people. But when I saw where my seat was in the sea of people all the way down,
Mhm.
I was like, oh hell no, I'm sitting right
They-
here
they
in these
weren't even drunk
accessible
yet either, though.
seats.
Mhm.
They weren't even drunk
Yep.
yet. Just wait. Went down
I didn't.
about-
I crossed the street
Yeah.
and went over to the hotel and went up to the bar area and watched it
From
with my
there?
feet kicked up on the big screen from the inside.
I hope they lost. Go ahead though.
They did.
All right. Well, let me just. No one
how was your
asked.
week, sir?
Yeah, I mean, thank you. Actually, you know, my week is shit all the time. Right. This is always the highlight of my week. Right. I just prepare to make sure that we're putting out the best content in the product.
Fire.
But yesterday, I went to a new soul food restaurant. Best soul food in the city. It's called Soul Prime. They just opened up right on Armitage and Halsted, Lincoln Park. Prime real estate.
That's plush with it's plush
Yes.
with restaurants
They don't
over
even,
there.
obviously, they don't want black folks over there, right? Black owned Chef Royce. Shout out to Chef Royce, killing it.
Mhm.
And the people, the white folks in there, let's just call it what it is, they don't want her there.
Okay.
And they're not spending with her. So we were talking and we're gonna do some work for her to get more people there. When I tell you, it's not overpriced, right? Obviously, if you can't afford it, then don't fucking come. We don't want your fucking money. It's just that simple.
Don't do that, bro.
No,
If you
it's
can't
just-
afford it, just wait till you can afford it.
Well, whatever. Save up. It doesn't matter.
Don't shit on somebody's bank.
I'm saying save
Yeah.
up. Save up at the end of the day, right? Because we want to keep the establishment going, right? So if the wrong crowd
You mean
finds out
okay?
about
See,
it,
that's
right?
that's a different conversation.
Yeah,
bro.
well, let me get there. Let me build it up,
Yeah,
right?
He's always so politically
Like,
incorrect.
She
He's,
said, if you like Baba's, which they don't run Baba's, if you like Baba's, you go there and you hang out and say we from Baba's and like the pizza puffs. Don't go there with that same behavior. That's what I think that's what he's saying.
Okay, fair enough,
Then go to
right? But at
bullshit,
the end of the
you know what I'm
day, right, we want her to thrive in that space,
Facts.
right? It's prime real estate. She had about $14,000 a month, bro, to have that space.
You got valet?
No,
Ain't no parking over either though.
no,
Parking's rough.
but they got a dope, they got a dope
Rough.
playlist, right? They playing our music, right? She's cooking, and I'm talking about big plates for the price. You're getting a lot of food, bro. I got the fish bites.
Deep breath.
Good job, bro.
Oh, and everything's cooked fresh, man. Look, it was amazing. And I'm calling everybody. This is a call to action, right? Soul Prime. Y'all heard it here first. I'm trying to tell you, go support her, Chef Royce. She had a son and a daughter working there. I was so impressed, right? And the decor.
She paid you, didn't she? Under the table because it's a free plug.
Right, he got free fish
This
bites.
is the love.
Yeah,
This is
fish
the
bites
love.
are free, right?
This is the love. But when we sit down and talk, no, we gonna flood a joint. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all in the area or if not, just go down to Soul Prime, look it up. It's worth it. So that was the highlight. You know what I mean? Took the family over there.
He
Spent a lot
must
of
must know something really quickly about you, right? He must know. Well, you got to tell the show about this. This is his favorite part of the show. Ask him. Go ahead, ask him, bro. Before college, he had to play. He had to go somewhere.
Oh yeah, that is true. What trash ass high school did you go to?
Tabernacle Christian High School.
Where is that located?
That is trash.
South side, South side, Chicago, near Morgan Park.
Y'all are so
That
disrespectful.
is very bad, though, man. You know what? I give you more credit for that, though.
Yeah.
You had to be really, really cold blooded to
You
make
better
them clean
believe
something
it.
up out of there.
Say it loud.
For real.
He said, "Say it
I still
loud."
got the news clips.
Okay, now was that the same? Were you in the same division with Randy
Randy.
Jackson? Went to SIU with us.
I met Randy at SIU. I was in a so that's back Tyrone
Randy.
Triplet.
Right.
He can shoot his ass
Was
off.
Jerry G,
Yeah.
all of them.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah. So he can hoop. All right. He played at a real level. This is gonna be a dope conversation because I love when I have my D1 friends that played for real and I played against them. They love to say they killed me. I have a different story.
Easy work.
If it's one of those days where you're in the zone, you know you feeling it.
Did we just totally forget about me?
No, not at all.
Did
No,
we
no.
didn't go?
You know I didn't go.
No.
Y'all just
No, we didn't. We were just going for a second. Just,
no, y'all was about to leave me behind.
not at all. I swear to God,
That is
we wasn't.
exactly what just happened.
I just want to say I'm not the producer.
I'm not.
I don't remember.
I was just going to say I love when I got my D1 friends on because these guys put in real work and they know what work ethic is about to get to a level.
He
Right?
just dissed you again.
And then Abasi was going to go somewhere, right? We're going to fix all this in post.
Okay,
He
cool.
was.
I was that.
But okay, Kels, how was your week? I'm
Kels,
sorry.
God.
Dr.
I apologize.
Mars,
I
Nita
apologize.
K. How was your physique?
It was great. So NECAM was dope out in Schaumburg. So got to host that with all of my cannabis people and talking about social equity with Illinois Cannabis Training Center. And then, went to the Shed Aquarium on Wednesday for HBCU and Divine Nine
What you
night.
got there?
It was Jazzin' in the Shed. So it's 28 years of Jazzin' in the Shed. And
Yeah.
they kicked
That
They
shit is
kicked the
dope.
season off with HBCU and Divine Nine night. And so I'm thinking I'm getting there like at an okay time. It was packed by 6:30. Like they said, the line was around the corner.
What time it start?
At 5. It was intergenerational.
Wait a
So it
minute,
was
man.
it was AKAs of all ages. It was, Uncle Nearest was there doing a tasting.
Dope.
They have a VP of marketing. Shout out to Latoya Ledbetter. She's been there for about 3 years, sister.
She from the crib?
And she's from the crib.
You
I
got
don't
a number?
Yeah, I got a number.
We got to talk.
Yeah, so 3 bands. People got to like enjoy a jazz band in the Oceanarium, and dolphins were jumping behind them. Like it was amazing. So beautiful scenery, indoors, outdoors. Definitely got to put Q on because they're gonna have a house party. So yeah, it was good. Other than that, just kind of catching up with all my cannabis people. So excited to get Doug Kelly from Cannabis Equity Coalition Illinois on the line and update people on like what's happening in Springfield because it is wild what happened. And so a lot of people are really excited about cannabis. And man, if you haven't been keeping up, like in Garfield Park, there's some tension with people wanting to come in to Wallace's, Catfish Corner? Yep, on 2800
They
West
wanna
Madison.
buy it up and open it up.
They want to
do what
open
to
up a
it?
dispensary. And so people are like, yo, this is like the epicenter of the opioid crisis right now, where people are like overdosing on fentanyl and trank at disproportionate
Zombie
rates.
land over there, for
Yeah,
real.
like, and so on some level,
California Madison, y'all.
yeah, the community is like, why would you want to bring this here now? The governor just sent millions of dollars for them to do,
they're pushing
programs
out.
there.
No, they're
Yeah.
pushing up. They bring that in. They're pushing certain people out.
Yeah. So we're going to hit up Doug Kelly
Yeah,
right now.
Doug, you there? I don't know.
Yes,
Doug-
I am.
Okay, what's going on, sir?
I'm doing great. How about yourself?
Hey, man, I'm blessed and highly favored. You hurt?
So am I.
Doug is like, what? Well, welcome to the show, Doug. These are my friends, my co-host family, AB and Aman and myself. And so I wanted to bring and Ephraim. I'm sorry. We also have a guest. So this is Executive Director of Cannabis Equity Illinois Coalition, and I wanted you to share a little bit about what happened in Springfield and kind of relate to the listeners what you and the other advocates need for the rest of the community to kind of help support to get this legislation passed come fall.
Well, first of all, thank you, Dr. Marshall, for having me on. Our organization is just fighting for equity and justice and inclusion in the cannabis industry, really for Black people. We got to get our foothold in this as they promised. And what happened in Springfield is kind of a travesty, right? Back in, let's say 3 months ago, they decided to put a working group together that was going to hammer out all the issues and see what we can agree upon. It's called an agreed upon process. So whatever we agree on all the groups, the advocacy groups, the industry, and business owners, all was at this table. We had 20 things that we were trying to agree on. We had agreed on 18 items. 2 weeks prior to session ending, Delta 8 came into the conversation, which was never supposed to be on the agenda. And that was done by the multi-state operators. That was a distraction to derail the progress that we had made. Even though they was at the table, they were not there in good faith, and they used Delta 8 to kind of derail the whole program, in which they successfully did. They were going around Springfield telling lawmakers that Delta 8 was killing kids and it needs to be banned. Just a series of things, and then that wound up splitting both caucus, the Senate side and the House side. Both wrongs. They had groups of both people on each side saying we need to ban it. Other people was like, we don't need to ban it, we need to regulate it. And it just caused a whole lot of confusion. And at that point, there was really no coming back from it. We never had enough votes to even get it called to the floor. It's unfortunate that they used that tactic to derail this program, but that's what happened. They have no intentions on helping social equity people get into this industry. They're trying to hold it for themselves for as long as they can.
And Doug, thank you so much for explaining that. We don't have too much time, but I did just want to help people understand what legislation he's talking about. This is Senate Bill 1559, and this would have allowed drive-through windows at dispensaries and curbside pickup. It would have increased canopy for craft grows from 5,000 to 14,000 square feet. Right, like numerous other pieces, like with badging. So it was like this huge bill to help social equity, and they just basically threw a oop in there, and like he said, had lobbyists working both sides, saying yes, saying no, just to cause confusion and conflict. And so, Doug, we're gonna have to let you go, but what is it that you have to say to the people that aren't in cannabis, but the people who want to be employed in it, the other industries that are being impacted by this? What do we need to do as a community to help move this forward?
We all need to come together. Lawmakers only respect two things: money and numbers. And when I say numbers, that's people that's in their face asking for things. Until we come together as a community and people who just for equity and justice and inclusion, we need to let our lawmakers know up front, like, we support this and it needs to happen. The biggest thing that we can do as Black people is come together. That's the thing they fear the most, because they know if we ever decide to come together,
it's a wrap.
It's a wrap. We'll be able to kill them, destroy them in this process. So that's the biggest thing we need to do. We need to come together and fight together, work together, and be together.
So, Doug, can you drop how it is that people can follow along with your organization, sign up for the newsletter, just share your social media really quickly before we let you go?
Absolutely. Our website is cannabisequityil.org, and all our social media is Canna IL, and that reaches Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
No doubt, Doug. Yeah. Thank you so much for calling in.
Hey, Doug, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. No, thank you for sharing that story. Actually, I think I want to have you on the show now because I'm interested, and let's really dive into the whole cannabis space, and we can set up a date and time.
I would love that. Well, absolutely. I'm not Doug, but
yeah, absolutely. I love to do that, and we got to understand exactly what's going on and how to fight it, and that's going to take us coming together if we truly want to make an impact.
No doubt, man. I appreciate you, brother.
Holla.
Thanks so much,
Doug.
No
problem. Looking forward to it. Right.
Peace. So Doug's actually going to be at Full Fest also, so we'll be able to chop it up. Yep. So man, this shit is crazy. Like, it's about 18,000 jobs that's held up because cannabis business can't get operational, and it is a serious issue, especially for like how many resources are being directed into this industry. Like, people have refinanced their homes, people have taken loans from their family members, like looking to secure like $4 million, $5 million with no ability to bank. Like, this shit is real.
I'm going back to Wallace Catfish Corner. Like,
oh yeah,
I'm going back there because now think about it. I grew up, it was open. It might have been dirty as hell outside, but the catfish was busted inside. You know what I'm saying? But the area has always been synonymous for the older profession.
That's what they said.
And they're still there doing what they're doing. Now, I'm all for cleaning up that area, but cleaning it up to do that with it, when you can put so many other things that could help that community, which is not as diverse, and it's still pretty Black right now, you know what I'm saying?
It is predominantly Black,
predominantly Black, and you can put so many things there. Like, I got Dion. he does what he does. Deion Chicago Dream. That place is a fucking food desert.
That's what people were saying. Yep, no grocery stores.
No, they go into the gas station and get their milk and bread and shit like that. Bro, I'm not eating shit out of gas station that you can get at a grocery store. I just don't. It's one of my rules, you know. Now, they might be selling the same trash in the real store and the gas station, but, you know, I'm going to the hell out of you guys at the grocery store. I can't see you little moms and pops and gas stations. Y'all not giving me shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's like, there's so many other things you can do there besides that. And then, if you drive down Madison at night, I'm going to shut up. If you drive down Madison at night, bro, you will see how desolate that area is. And putting that there just lets me know that y'all are further trying to flush out the community that's there and bring your own people in.
It was Black owned. So this is the interesting part, right? Like, again, we as Black people don't acknowledge or realize just because we the same color doesn't mean that our solution fixes the problem or is in alignment with the solutions that the people want. Everybody's like, we ain't got no library. We have no grocery stores. Like, you can't even really market cannabis, so it's a walk up. Who is coming over there to shop in that dispensary if there's no other businesses around? Right? Like, how are you going to attract traffic? Like, your marketing game must be tight. And there is some issues with some the former alder person who owns that property is in court apparently litigating the ownership of it. So it's like a huge mess. But I do want to
back though.
Right, that's what people said. I heard. But I do just want to shout out, you know, the people in the community and help you understand there's something called restricted cannabis zones. If you do not want to see, and I'm non-biased, I want everybody to have access to their rights. In Chicago, you can here's the thing. You can petition in your precinct to not allow cannabis dispensaries or cannabis grows. Right. And if that is what you want, then you have to go to the city of clerk, office of the city of the clerk, and you get the petitions, you get them signed, and then it goes to the office. And right now there's maybe 3 precincts in Chicago where you cannot have cannabis because the community members said that's not what we want. And so I would encourage everyone to identify the different ways to protect the development of their community. And we'll see what happens. Okay. But shout out to people who are engaging.
I mean, when I hear that sounds trash as fuck, that you don't want a business there, but you would rather have brothers standing on the corner selling weed, pills.
I feel you.
Crack, coke.
His row house is down the street.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? So
wait, what are you saying? Like people not wanting a dispensary?
I think it's weird that you don't want a dispensary in your neighborhood, but you will let the young punks do what they do outside.
I understand what you're saying.
It's a matter of letting though.
I agree with AB.
All right.
Well, I don't think you let anybody do any, like, what are you going to do?
I don't know. You the police shit. You tell me.
Well, no, I got Copa on my heels. I ain't doing nothing.
That's a nice segue to get from. That's how you tap a guest in.
All right, so yeah, I want people to understand, what does Copa do?
All right, so Copa is actually an agency that launched in 2017, really as a result of the outcry from the murder of Laquan McDonald.
Yep.
So first of all, just let me shout out all the young people, all the organizers, all the activists, all the people that hit the streets, because without that, none of this that we see today even happens.
Talk now.
So people on the ground are really responsible for this opportunity I have to even be at Copa. So, and unfortunately, blood led it.
Trauma induced it. Now, what does COPA stand for?
Civilian Officer Police Accountability. And so we're responsible for investigating allegations of police misconduct, all officer-involved shootings, but only things that are within our jurisdiction. So all excessive force,
right? Use of force incidents,
bias-based verbal abuse, domestic violence, sex misconduct, denying a person the right to counsel.
Sound like HR.
On duty and off duty.
On duty and
police
off
community
duty.
Relations.
Yep. And so, but if an incident occurs and it's within our jurisdiction, we can investigate everything related, even if it's not in our jurisdiction.
Give us all them files, buddy.
Yep. And so we don't have to go to the police department for anything. We are totally independent.
Completely autonomous.
We get 1% of CPD's budget, which is a 13,000 member department. So 1% is significant. And again, it had never been done before. What part of the complaints of the past is that it was under-resourced and things of that nature, didn't have a lot of power. That's not our complaint today. And so we make recommendations for discipline or termination of officers or retraining, or we can exonerate an officer based on the facts that we have. And then we also share information with the state's attorney's office and the FBI. because in certain instances there may be some criminal conduct that has occurred, and the Bureau of Internal Affairs looks at some criminal stuff as well with the police department. So and then we make policy recommendations and do a lot of other stuff too.
So are y'all police officers?
No.
Or no. And nobody in Copa has ever been employed as a police officer?
Well, you could have been a police officer. So for the city of Chicago, you have to be separated from the department at least 5 years, police department, before you can work at Copa. If you're coming from somewhere outside, that's not a problem. And we do have people who are former law enforcement who are a part of Copa because they want, they believe in the rule of law, and they want to uplift law enforcement, but at the same time hold law enforcement accountable because they feel like they were former law enforcement. And so all the perspectives at Copa, which is very unique. I mean, whether it's people who have worked in done fraud investigations, insurance investigations, customs, borders and customs investigations, law enforcement, like it is some of the most talented people in the city are working at Copa and are investigating these claims. And that experience from so many different places on top of people's background in terms of where they come from makes it a very unique perspective and allows for true fact finding to occur so that we can get to the bottom of it.
What's your exact title at Copa?
So my exact title, I'm the first deputy chief administrator.
First deputy chief.
Only on the corner. Only on the corner.
You know what I'm saying?
A kid from the south side of Chicago.
That's one strike.
You know what?
With a lot of family on the west side.
Right.
If I'm gonna keep it 100. When I was about 8 years old, I got jumped on Madison and Pulaski, and I became a West Sider that day.
You was 8.
You can't stump my face in the concrete and tell me and hit me with some brass knuckles as a shorty and tell me I'm not from the West Side. Catch the bus and the train to the family's house on the West Side and the church, all that stuff.
Baptized.
So I represent them all.
That's what it was. It was baptism.
Yes.
But that's back in the days when people could take an ass whooping and get up and go to school. And walk through the same the next day. Because hey man, buddy proved his already. He proved his work. He took his lick.
Man, when I worked for Chicago Public Schools for a few years, they had a office in the West Garfield area. And
I hate that building. It's in everything now.
And
everything go down. It's off Washington Awards right there, right?
Yeah, I used to catch the train. Folks used to see me walking like, You walk from. I'm like, after you've been jumped, like it's nothing else to fear. So
Ephraim, how diverse is Copa relative to CPD? Is it about the same in terms of percentage of ethnic diversity? Do you know?
I don't know CPDs, but Copa is actually pretty diverse in terms of just black and white. There is significant diversity there. We are on the uptick in terms of the Latino community, but we have.
I like your accent on that one.
Yeah, well, after you've interacted with your Latino friends, they help you out and make sure you need to put your
put a little.
You gotta roll your R's.
Roll your R. Nice.
Yeah. So no, it's pretty diverse, and it's necessary. That diversity is necessary because the perspectives.
Balance,
when people are complaining about police misconduct, often you need those diverse perspectives to understand why people may be so aggressive or so offended by what they're experiencing. And so we try to take that approach.
Now, is Copa in other cities, or is this strictly to Chicago?
So there are other civilian oversight agencies around the country. Copa is by and far top of the line. I mean, our vision statement says that we are the leader in police accountability. We go all over the country and do presentations and help other folks around the country. I actually spearheaded it got a lot of media attention, something called Copa People's Academy just a few months ago, where we invited people from around the city and around the country to come and learn from us for about 6 weeks. Man, we had over 150 folks register to participate, about 70 folks from outside of Chicago, from Los Angeles to Phoenix to Milwaukee to Wisconsin, to New York, Oakland. They come to Chicago. Chicago has by far the most robust and well-funded and organized civilian oversight and police accountability.
Along with that too, though, many other state agencies, law enforcement agencies across different states used to send their departments here for training on everything, pursuits, use of force.
Yep.
all these, which honestly blew me because I grew up in this motherfucker, and we knew how corrupt the city was even when it comes to politics, especially law enforcement. You know, we grew up in the day and age of the Inglewood 7, you know, Pac-Man and Crater Face, you know, the Austin, I think it was the Austin 5, you know, all these things. I was one officer, whatever you want to call police. I don't know. Police got so many names now, 12, Jake, them boys, you know. The kids will count from 1 to 20 and skip 12 in the number. You know what I'm saying? They'll do that now, you know. See, I get it, but that's
total disrespect.
That's generational shit, you know what I'm saying? From things, incidents they're dealing with, you know. I didn't have a problem when we got cameras in the car. I did not have a problem when we got the cameras for the chest. I did not have a problem with every little thing we do being under the scrutiny of civilians, because when I got on the job, I had a different kind of blessing there. I won't tell the story. If y'all want to hear the story, go back to the episodes and listen to that shit, though. But I understood what this job was the first year I got on the job. You know what I'm saying? So the more they upgraded the civilian oversight agencies, the more I was like, it was IPRA at some point.
Yep.
Something.
OPS.
You know what I'm saying? They kept saying, but they were polluted. I'm sorry, they were polluted.
I got you.
They were polluted. You know what I'm saying? I think Copa is the best so far. But why do you think that CPD has a beef with Copa, just like the community has beef with CPD?
No, man, first of all, great question. And I love these questions. And I love to go into those circles where people are pushing back on us.
Let me know, though. I don't. I fuck with Copa. You know why? Because if you out here doing your fucking job and doing it right, and you ain't got nothing to worry about, you ain't got nothing to worry about.
Copa is there to protect you at that point.
I think one of the main reasons is because we're not law enforcement in their eyes. So,
I can see that.
So the belief is that you can't judge something or critique something if you've never done it.
Right.
But there are so many systems that's not the case. First of all, just allow me to say, people trust attorneys.
Right.
I've never
with their freedom. And the attorney has never lived their experience.
Yeah. Right.
That's a great point.
Know, prosecutors, the whole nine. So that's first. And then I think that there's just a resistance sometimes to accountability. Somebody outside of your agency telling you that you did something that was inappropriate. And the thing that I often push back on folks and just say, all we're doing is taking the rules, the directives, and the training that's on the Chicago Police Department's books, and we're measuring their actions against their own rules. It's not our opinions. It's not our if it says don't chase a person with a weapon, then you chase a person with a weapon, then don't be mad at us. Change the policy.
I'm so glad you said that, because people be mad at the action, even though the law gives people the right to do, or it removes the right. Like, so if you don't like it, change the policy, change the law. Yeah. Which isn't easy.
As a matter of fact, because one of the things that we have to help community members understand and complainants, it could be awful but lawful.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we have to say that as well, because there's some people who may feel like the way that I was treated was inappropriate, but based illegal on what it says in the training, the policy, and the directives, it gives law enforcement the ability to do that. And I'll just say too, man, law enforcement has the ability to take a life.
Facts.
Yeah.
Take a life. Yep. And to have nobody outside of that department.
Yep. Facts.
Take a look at, we all have the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, the freedom of movement. We can go from here to Wisconsin. I don't know why you don't want to go to Wisconsin, but you can. Only law enforcement can stop your movement. They can detain you. They can arrest you. They can seize.
Right.
Somebody has to be able to say when that power is being abused, because when those sirens come on behind you, the first thing you do typically is put your seatbelt on.
Oh,
yeah, because you probably don't have a seatbelt on.
Hide the weed.
And you pull over.
I'm pulling shit up, you know what I mean?
Right, but
be still.
But even when it comes to that use of deadly force, man, to pull out a weapon and shoot at someone and no one can question
Nobody
that.
Can say.
That's
and unfortunately the distrust, because if we go back to the 70s when officer professional standards even started, there was a lot of complaining that was occurring and nothing was being done about it. Now that we have cameras, we have to be honest, a lot of what was being said for decades is now on camera. Yeah. And so you can't be upset with people who want more of that. And we're not abusing that power. We're being fair. And again, doing it by what their rules say.
Another part to that is this, though. We would be extremely foolish to think that there is nobody in Copa, not saying they do, you don't have to speak this if you don't want to.
I understand.
That may not have a beef against police. And that's what some officers worry about. I don't give a fuck about it because I think if it's written into your life story, it's going to happen the way it's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? You can't really do shit to change it. But what's you guys' vetting process to make sure that the people you guys hired to oversee, take looks at these important instances that change people's lives or end people's lives are worthy, unbiased, and can operate in a manner where they're being fair to all parties involved?
So I'll say this. First of all, the city does all of our folks, they have to go through the city's process. So the city does its process of sending us the people who meet the criteria for what we're asking. After that, we're asking a lot of those probing questions. But just let me just say this. None of us are without biases. You can't live this life and not have a bias, right?
My bad, bro.
So we do. We have a 6-week training that we send all of our investigators through, all of our attorneys through on top of the experience that they bring, because you got to come to us with some experience as well. Okay. And we take them through a series of things, and we get at the implicit bias, and that's necessary, because if we're going to be a fact-finding agency, that will remove bias. If we stay with the facts, then that will remove the bias. And one of the things that we do in terms of our process, no one investigator is investigating an incident. It's investigative teams. There's a supervisor, there's a deputy chief, and there's quality management. So more than one person is taking a look at things. And often, if there are things that are not adding up or don't seem reasonable, then there's pushback there, so that there's the group effort. So by the time something is closed and out the door to the public, so many people have reviewed it and looked at it, and it's been sent back for review and edit and all of that stuff. So that gets past that bias that one person could have to make sure that we're staying true to the mission.
Now, are you guys always investigating recent cases, or can you go back to?
So we can investigate old complaints, but if it's more than 5 years old, if I'm not mistaken, then we have to go to the superintendent of the Chicago Police Department and ask for either a case to be reopened, or we can look at an old investigation. But I'll just say some of the challenges with that often is we may not have corroborating evidence that could support. Nowadays, the police cars have GPS and things of that nature, so we can tell, where folks were at a certain time.
Can't lie about cases or nothing.
Can't lie about any of that stuff. So it's a little bit more challenging, but we still do our best to get to the bottom of it.
Got it. Well, I saw something interesting. It was it kind of blew me, but 2 officers had like 28 arrests in 24 days. Is that over policing? Like, what are you doing? And Bossy, I know you don't do shit at work, right?
Talk that talk.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And you've earned that right.
I know,
right?
thank you.
But
thank you, man.
But
that's huge. Pause.
Ew.
I said pause.
I reject that pause. I like it huge.
Oh God!
Wait a minute.
Did I make everybody uncomfortable?
No,
Pay that. Earlier in the show.
Look how petty she is. But is that too much policing, right? Again, my brother's police, my father police, my cousin, like we're police.
Friends, your homeboy police.
Yeah, police family, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
None of them try to be superheroes. Maybe except for my brother in his first 5 years.
Look at how thick his neck is. He's built like a superhero, though.
That's true.
Oh my God.
True.
He's built like one. He's a
He do walk like that.
But in that, can't you get yourself in trouble by doing the job too much?
If you do it right, there's no over policing is exerting force, attention, unnecessarily on specific areas without justifiable cause. You know what I'm saying? Without being able to articulate why you're doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of these young cats believe that you don't learn how to be police unless you work in Austin, Ogden, Chatham, Gresham.
Nobody respects you if you policing in Beverly.
Or fucking Wicker Park now. Park, where I'm at, which I love Humboldt Park, by the way. It's so easy. It is so easy. But one time, I locked up 9 people at one time, but they were all in the same house they should have been in. It was easy arrest. I jumped through a fucking window. Young.
No, you jumped through a window.
What?
The door was locked.
Your knees let you do that?
Yeah, boy, I had a 39-inch birthday. I'm still going. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, 9 people at one time. But 28 and 24 days, to me, being on this job says, hey, I want recognition. So I looked into that story. You know where they at now? On the tactical team. That's what the fuck they wanted.
So it was a move.
You pull the numbers, they bring you to the back, you put the cool jeans on,
right.
turn your hat to the back, you unmarked squad car doing all this, all jumping out. A lot of times when people go tag team, they tend to break the rules more often. I don't give a fuck who's listening. Matter of fact, this week at work, my man, I don't say his name, Officer such and such, he cool dude, cool, bro. He said, man, I got put on to your podcast. I think he's being the police and saying what most cats won't say on camera. I say, bro, I know my job.
But they say it on camera at work, though.
Well, yeah, that's that part too.
That's so weird.
But when lieutenants look at those cameras, though, they can pick and choose if they want to send their camera down somewhere.
Oh, fair.
Lieutenant's good with you, though. Like, my lieutenant look at my camera, he just laughed. He said, you eating tacos all the time. You snore sometimes.
no.
I'm like, yeah.
You need one more snap on that snapback, though.
No, I don't.
You need one more.
I see your side ponytail. Now, stop playing with me.
I got two. It's not side.
Nah, man,
They're side pieces.
that's a thirst. That's really thirst trapping at its finest for law enforcement, bro. And you can't get in trouble if you're doing it the wrong way.
I feel like when I saw that show, it reminded me of the broad.
show?
No, the
article.
Yeah, the article. What? Don't
Reno
do that.
911. I'm not gonna be on Lieutenant Daniel Schultz.
Why you laughing so hard?
Come on, man.
Because I fuck with that show. That shit was funny as shit.
It was,
The
though.
show was hilarious.
Yeah.
It reminded me of like being mad at the stripper that did like too many dollar dances.
That's a real thing.
Yeah, so dollar dances are so degrading, but I mean it's a way to get your money. And you would, dance for like 10 seconds and show a little something and get $1. But it was always a chick that could like clean house getting dollars
All the
from
dollars gone after she's gone.
all the dollars are gone and now she's going first on the roster. So
It's terrible.
it's a play, so I got it.
All right. Let's get off this Chicago police shit, right? Let's just move on. You know what I mean? That's our careers, but that's not who we are.
Cool.
You're not a police officer though.
I said that's our career.
My career is being a black man.
There you
That's
go.
my career of choice right there. Being the best
So
black
what you
man
have to do
possible.
with it though?
I mean,
Being a
I
human.
can't talk about it. Like I'm still in litigation.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a real thing.
the sit and reach. Cool.
Yeah.
Wait. Do y'all got physical tests for Copa?
No, because
God damn.
we're not chasing anybody.
I mean, so what's the point of going to work cock D like you're doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the purpose of that? Just to show off?
What's the purpose? No, man. This is just I got 4 girls and I'm ready.
Yeah, that's a
Oh,
real
I
thing.
feel you.
That's a
You know
real
what I'm
thing.
saying?
That's
Got
a real thing.
babies.
Congratulations on the graduations too, man.
Yeah,
Clap
yeah,
that up,
man.
clap that up.
Shout out to my daughters. My oldest is gonna be a sophomore at U of I, and my second born, Joanna, born on my birthday. By the way, she just graduated. She's headed to Columbia. She's gonna do sign language interpreter.
Very
that's cool.
cool.
Yeah.
No, that's
Yeah.
dope. Along with that celebration, I'm sorry I forgot to mention this. Let's celebrate another graduation. It's a graduation of a different sort. My best friend Lance lost his father a couple days ago. Mr. O'Connor's graduated to the upper echelons of life. He was a stern black man in the Black Power movement. Really quick story. When we first moved on Lockwood, the first man my father met was Mr. O'Connor, who lived across the street, my best friend's father. There were guys selling drugs on the end of the corner, the other end of the block. You know what I'm saying? Not toward Augusta, but toward Thomas. You out west, you know what the fuck that is. Man, their plan to clean the block of drugs was like, this is how your first meeting went. Hey, man, what's up? What's happening? You want to get rid of drugs? They was like, yeah, let's go killing people then. One day I was like, you can't do that.
West
Can't
side,
do that, you know what I'm saying? But I
West
gotta
side,
say,
west
man,
side. The west side is on west
Rest
side.
gracefully, rest in power, Mr. O'Connor, man. Much love from the corner, from your son, from another. We love you, man. To O'Connor family, y'all keep your head up, keep your chest out. Holla.
Yeah.
All right, so if I asked y'all who were the top Chicago artists,
Not you.
it's
Let's start
debatable.
there. Get off the table. Get off the table right now. Let's get off
Debatable.
that table. No.
give me your first 5.
Chicago
Anybody.
artists, period, or rappers? Artists.
Rappers.
They got us in jail. Okay, artists. Okay, fine.
Artists.
All right.
Rappers.
Artists, rappers. You got to go with Common. You got to go with Kanye. You got to go with Twista. You have to really give now up in the conversation because he's become such a massive artist. You have to give DURK some love now.
Or you might get got.
He's
get
changed
moved
his
on.
life, man. But also you have to give Chance a lot of love because of what he's been able to accomplish and stealing the entire number 3, which I rant about on the show often. He stole the number 3 from everybody. Like on Sesame Street, they go 1, 2. No, you gotta go 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You gotta skip 3 down. Unless you ask Chance, can you use it? You know what I'm saying? You have to, but Chance, this can go
What about
on and
Lupe?
on, man. Lupe would be in the top 10. He would. To me, he slid down. When it comes to bar work, Lupe's up there.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about impact and influence.
That's
This is
different.
a
I would
story.
agree.
That's how I look at it. I look at overall package. Pause.
Who you got? E?
Definitely, obviously, Kanye, Common.
You got Common beer right now, bro. What y'all
Right, you
what's
do
going on here?
slightly look a little bit like Common. Just a little bit.
I'm gonna fuck with him while you're here, though, man. I got to.
You said it's rappers?
Yeah, rappers.
Kanye, Common.
Obviously, Twista.
My man.
Man, Twista. Man, but I think people,
He's a godfather.
Yeah,
He's a
for real.
godfather.
I think people sometimes they
They
forget about
don't
him
give him his
until
credit.
he
Yeah.
shows up
Yeah.
again. I don't know, and man, their name is escaping me at the moment.
It's a
but
group or one person.
it's a group, and
Infamous
I'm talking
Syndicate?
about they only had like 2 songs that pop, but
It's
Psychodrama.
about conflict.
Psychodrama.
Psychodrama. Okay.
I sang that song, and I love.
Yeah.
That's my shit.
Yeah, man, it's something about them that never escapes me because I think they had a significant influence as well.
Absolutely.
My God, yeah.
I feel like a lot of people because somehow they stuff got around.
Get
Yeah.
your motherfucking pimp
They had
on.
tapes.
Yeah.
It's your mother-
Do you
Who's my? I'm gonna have to put Chance up there. I mean, Chance he's broadened the game just from rap. So, and I think he's probably been the most diverse.
His rap got him to acting. He's
You
acting
know,
now.
yeah, that we've
I've
seen.
never
so.
seen that.
Hey,
Yeah.
when a rapper from Chicago is on NBC every week,
Yeah.
you made it.
Yeah,
And we
You know what I'm
overlook
saying?
people like
And dude-
Saba. We overlook people like Saba because he can fucking rap. G Herbo's influence.
Yeah.
Everything.
Oh,
even
yeah.
even when he did Saturday Night Live, then dude busts out singing in it. I'm
Yeah.
like,
He did.
Yeah.
Was a country
Yeah.
song or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
He do America's Got Talent now, right? Or something like that.
Yeah. The
Chance
Voice,
do.
The Voice.
The Voice.
Do a lot of stuff. You
Yeah.
have to mention these guys
Yeah.
for stuff like that. What about you?
So
Yogi?
I definitely I have a soft spot in my heart for Common.
Wonder why.
Well, I mean,
That wasn't a real question though.
Yeah, it wasn't. Just
I mean, because 87th Street, you know,
Okay,
like
there
he
you
was
go.
he
There
was
you go.
always over at Simeon, you know, hooping, you know, like so.
Where did
I-
Sock Man go? That was on 87 Dan Ryan. I
Right
miss
here.
him. But he had good socks for sale too.
you actually bought them shits.
Yeah.
You yeah, that's where you got
Why
your
ruin your
wash,
socks?
your wash rags.
I say, did you buy the wash rags off the train?
Yeah.
All colors too.
I didn't even know wash rags were sold indoors. You know,
Hey, he low key a millionaire right now.
Yeah,
man.
after that,
Yeah,
Selling
yeah.
out.
though.
But where
He
you
had
get
the market on lock.
Where inventory
And he'll
come
have
from?
a Chico stick to sell you too.
The bag of the food. Hey, if y'all know what the Tile Man, Sock Man is, let us know, man.
Sock
We
Man.
gotta pull up on him.
Used
Oh
to
my
have
goodness.
The
I gotta-
thin bag of the chews.
Shoes.
Yeah,
I gotta
he-
say, for me, I definitely have to show love to ladies. So Infamous Syndicate. So Tifa and Shauna.
Shout out.
What
Friends of
else?
the show.
You know, definitely the brat. I think for me was, you know, so when I think about being a woman, like being a girl at that time, it was I had only heard the chick from Psychodrama and had never
Williamson.
really even known her. I didn't even know her name, right?
Mom
Because
spelled it really fucked up too, though.
the tape was always I always got like used tapes from people. Definitely Lupe. He's one of my favorites.
Cold.
And I do fuck with Queen Key. Baked like a pie, you know, and I love the fact that she's a mother, you know, of triplets.
Keep my eyes.
Katie got bands.
Okay.
So the
fuck
fact
with her
that
name,
like
though.
swear like drill music kicking off here in Chicago, like even
See,
though
we got the Godfathers music here. Chief Keef.
yeah.
Well, I asked that because this website, 137pm.com. Let me go
First
ahead
of all,
and
give
get
us
some
your
love.
5 before you read that list.
My 5, obviously, I'm going Kanye. No order, right? No order. Kanye, Twista, Common, Shauna, how she just kills everything she's on.
No pun intended.
Do or die.
That's a group. brother.
Okay.
Well, yeah. Do or die.
Do you
I
want me?
would always throw my guys conflict in that because of what they did for the
Yeah.
music scene
Okay.
in Chicago.
All
Oh yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
So I think we would have to do. Well, it's not a lot of groups, but
yeah. So I don't do this list thing, but it was interesting to me. They got
As he does the list thing.
right.
yeah. Well,
He's a fucking hypocrite.
For the public. Don't tell nobody my secrets, yo.
Oh my God.
So they got Saba at 14, and that's home team. You know what I mean? That's family.
I like Saba.
That last album was cold too, though.
Yes.
Yep.
No Name.
Mm.
King Von, not my lane. The Brat at 11.
Very unnecessary to say.
Nice.
No, it
There you
is.
go.
G Herbo at 10. Twista at 9, which is crazy.
That's crazy.
Low.
Yeah.
Crazy low.
They got Polo G at 8.
Okay.
He's from up north, so I give him some love on
Crazy
that.
high.
Lupe at 7.
All right.
Chance the Rapper at 6. Juice WRLD at 5.
Too high.
Why you say too high?
Too high for overall impact and body of work and bar work, everything included.
And relative to some of the
Everybody
other,
else.
yeah, got it.
Yeah, he needs a little bit more. Unfortunately, he
What time?
He's got some more
I'm not
time.
knocking him, and he don't got it no more because he's not with us.
right.
We got Lil Durk at 4. We got Chief Keef at 3.
Who's the author of this?
Again, 137pm.com.
Who knows?
All
So
the actual, I'll tell you in a
Yeah,
second. We
yeah.
got Common at 2, and we got Kanye at 1.
not
the
bad.
one and the two, you know, it's not bad, you know, but I always go to the author of these to see.
So Mike McLaughlin. Let's see if Mike is.
Is he
black,
one of
first
us?
Of all. Let's see.
And how old he is.
Yeah.
So
We
Mike.
going race thing because he's not black. He been on no rap. Are we doing that?
No,
We
I
going
think
culture thing?
I think generation and context. So if you were to take, it would be interesting to see demographics and how it is those people would rank that group, right?
Oh,
So
yeah,
if you keep the same
Dirk is one.
people and you change the person based on their age and ethnicity,
Right.
you might get a different list of those 18. Yeah.
Yeah. What that?
Mike looks black. He's a talent manager.
Is he from the cribs?
He looks black.
He looks black.
He's beige.
Actually, you know what? I'm lying. That was just bad lighting. Yeah. So here we go again. And
Is he from Ireland?
he's definitely black Irish. You know what I mean?
Blake Griffin
Mike
looking ass boy.
McLaughlin.
Oh, that's over with.
Yeah. So Mike, I'm not okay with this list or
Mind
your
your
ranking.
business.
Yeah, mind your business.
Mike.
Like
Mike,
that
but
ass.
mind your business.
Did he do other cities?
No.
I was so for me when I see things like this, I dive deep.
I'm glad you did that. Go ahead. What you say?
Like I look to see like, all right, what else have you written and what
Okay.
do you write about?
Yeah.
And like just to see the family of it, to like understand your expertise, because you know some people they just do these reviews. So yeah, if
Is
he
he
doesn't
even from
have
Chicago?
any other,
Doesn't look like it.
oh, you're not from the
like-
I'm glad
crib.
you said that. Okay, give me one name. I'm going to name 5 cities. You guys give me one name for the top rapper that comes to mind when I mention this
Oh, that
city.
comes to mind. Okay,
Yeah.
this
New
will be
Orleans.
fun. Juve baby,
Yeah.
I'm going to say Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne. Yeah, for sure.
Lil Wayne. California.
Dre.
Snoop.
Dre.
I'm going to say Pac. All right.
Wait,
York. I'm going to say Pac. He
Eh,
represents the West Coast. I'm going to say
all
Pac.
right, well, that's a
What-
deep.
That's fine. That's fine.
could you also say Pac for New York though?
You can.
You can.
Okay, all right. So he's
Yeah, you can.
bi-coastal.
Bi-coastal, yeah. If it wasn't for Pac, I would say Snoop because he's still going. Pause.
Fair.
New York.
Biggie.
Hove.
Ooh, Nas.
I'm gonna go Nas. I'm gonna go Jay-Z.
Nasir.
I'm gonna go Jay-Z. Even though I'm not a Jay-Z fan, I have to give respect where it's due. I'm
Fair.
biased in my opinions. You know what I'm saying? But I would say Nas after Jay-Z. Florida.
Flow Rider.
Trick Daddy.
Trick Daddy, because
I would
I
say
just
Trick
listened to
Daddy
him this
too.
morning.
Yeah.
Now let's get down and dirty. Okay. It should be that hard though.
Don't
but-
say Puerto Rico.
No, I'm gonna say Texas, the great state of Texas, the Lone Star
Scarface.
State.
Oh my God, all day Scarface. Well, you know what?
But
No,
see,
I'm gonna
groups
have
are
to.
prevalent down there in Texas too, though.
And Bun B from
Yeah.
from Houston. I'm gonna have to go with Bun B.
But is he an individual or group? Is he more known for his individual work or
I
group
said-
work?
If they
So-
dropped a solo album, then
Nobody
No.
comes to mind for me for
No.
Texas.
I say Bun B because
Really?
he does
Yeah.
have he did
Well, you
release
got-
his
you got-
own project
I mean-
and it was fucking fire.
yeah, you got UGK, obviously Bun B. You got Slim Thug,
8 Ball and G.
Damn.
No,
Okay.
no, 8 Ball from Tennessee.
My fault.
Yeah.
You're right.
Okay.
He from Texas, I'm from Tennessee. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and that was a
I
trash
would
ass
have to give it to
song.
Scarface. Though.
Scarface. One more. The hotbed now. Atlanta.
Luda.
Load up.
Is he Illinois though?
No,
Nah, he was born in
laid
Champaign.
He laid some roots
Yeah,
down
but
there.
nah, he Atlanta all day.
And
Luda.
so a single artist.
Yeah.
You know what's so wild? Atlanta feels very groupy. You know what I mean? Like when I
Yeah.
think about artists, like it's a lot like Goody Mob and Outkast and
CeeLo is
You know, Andre-
holla at a player
yeah.
when you see me on the street trick. Yeah, holla at a player. Holla at a player.
You see him on the street, shit. Yeah, that was my shit.
We gotta find that music to go in the back. Hey man, that's my
Luda,
shit.
You got.
In Atlanta as a
Who you
rapper.
got?
You know, I'm gonna have to go with Outkast.
Okay.
Oh, okay, all right. You know what?
I said T.I.
I'm gonna say Ti
I
too.
said T.I. You know what I'm saying? So, okay. All right, I'm done.
It's interesting because I was listening to the I'm a Thug Trick Daddy's I'm a Thug
That
song
album
this morning,
gold, though.
man.
It's still hitting, though.
Man, dude.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
Boom, boom.
I remember when Trina came out when we was down in Florida, man. It was wild. Kapalua was great that year.
Not bad. Not
Hey,
bad.
so did y'all see that Lil Durk is proposing a solution to end beef? He wants to have the biggest prayer in history.
How you put a mic on your titties, though? Like, what happened right here? Just-
Edit and post.
I Queen Latifah. I ain't gonna do dance no more, though.
Oh, she died in a titty way.
Hey, you know what? This is an HR issue. This is a Copa and HR issue. We have to have training. Like, what's going on?
What training is that? No, we don't have that.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
I love y'all.
All right.
Ethics training.
No,
That's
but
what it is. Ethics training.
Yeah,
Ethics training.
Yeah.
You know, you just put a corner convo like logo over my chest.
For the whole show.
I can't stop laughing though, man.
The whole
Hey,
show.
I'm gonna tell you your business. She came in with a dress on, and because she had pop buttons because of her blessings, then she had another shirt with her. She had another shirt with her, right? She would have put it on. She couldn't wear it because of her blessings. You know what I'm saying?
Couldn't
So she
fit.
put like 3 outfits together to make an outfit she got. Which I give her props for the creativity.
This
She
is
had
a
to.
dress that is tied into a shirt.
Oh, okay.
She made it happen though.
Okay.
I ain't mad. I'm giving you
As
love. She made it happen though.
a son of a tailor, you did good.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You did good. I
You and
didn't know.
buttons ain't friends though. Y'all just not friends.
No, I am not a button babe. Man.
Well, Dirk, go ahead,
No,
bro.
I'm just saying. I think it's a cool idea. It doesn't end beef.
Can it happen though?
Wait, so the two people or the people who had the beef just come together and pray? I mean, how's that working for
The
school
group should have
shooters?
So he wants to.
Is it bitches
It
involved?
sounds like he wants to
That's gonna be
stream
peace then.
a prayer, right? Everybody, all the kids on their phones, right?
Oh, I
And say,
like that.
We are praying from this time to this time. Everybody join on, right? Kill the beefs, lock hands, whatever. Live stream with us. I think it's cool. It's a way for him to touch all of his people and the people that
Almost.
fuck with him, who don't fuck with him, right? I don't know if it kills the beef, but I think this is a start. I think the idea.
I love the fact that it's even a conversation.
Yeah.
It's secular, right? It's not related to like a church or a pastor. Like
Muslims to hold it down though, like kind of
Mhm.
kind of control, not control it, but provide the environment because for the longest time, I mean, because I'm going
I thought
right
it
back
was
to this
virtual.
thing. It is,
It is.
but he mentioned the Muslims in there, and his
Oh,
album,
okay.
his album I just listened to a couple times, actually pretty good too though. He mentioned the Muslims a lot because he say praise certain times in the morning, boom, 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 because they were the cool group of the religious factions that could get to the streets and get the street brothers, put you on the corner of bean pies and pavers and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I see why I went there, right? But go ahead though.
oh no, we were supposed to have a guest on, right?
Today?
No.
We got a
Yeah,
guest.
An
he's
artist.
here.
An artist. No.
No, that's actually his AI. He's not even here right now.
Oh my God. No.
It is going there.
Ain't it, man?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
when I get suspended from work, can you spend my AI and just not me? Let me still come to work.
Facts.
Something,
I'm okay
right?
with
I think, man, at a certain point, man, we're gonna look at TV, talk on the phone, and not really know if it's real, bro.
Yep.
True story.
I was watching the finals the other day, and they showed a different angle of a camera angle, and I realized that the NBA Finals logo and the YouTube logo is not
actually
even
there.
on the floor.
Nope, it's not. Nope.
Mhm.
Nope.
And so I'm like, damn, like it ain't hard to put it on the floor. Like, why
not.
y'all gotta lie to us?
Bruh, if you don't pay attention, man, that should go over your
Over
head.
your head.
Over your head.
Think about it like this though. Elon Musk got approved for that brain chip. For study in humans on the brain chip. He's been trying to get passed for the longest.
On the
That's
FDA,
scary.
yeah.
That's
That's
a
scary as
666,
hell.
man.
You know what I'm
I,
saying?
as an instructor and a teacher in college, knowing that most people use the internet to find their information, it is frightening.
Yep.
Like, especially as a scientist, right? Because people can't tell the
You a
difference
scientist
between.
today?
Exactly.
I'm always a scientist. You're a scientist. You're an alchemist.
I'm
like
not.
all of it.
I'm a heathen.
You don't give him that much credit?
Yeah.
You're an alchemist too. You change your mind and
He's not. He's not an
Yeah,
alchemist.
there you go, talking shit.
He's a
Yeah.
bar artist. He's a rapper. In his spare time.
Hey, but is the beef are we talking about rap beef or just beef in
He's
general?
talking, he's
Beef.
talking beef in general.
Okay.
Because,
Oh, okay.
because-
I like it though.
I mean,
I like
Thanks for bringing us back to the subject. I appreciate
yeah,
you.
I like Lil Durk going into his mental health space as well as I like G Herbo going to his mental health space.
Okay.
Right.
And the traumas that these kids have gone through, because they are kids to me, it's like
bro.
Iraq, bro, for them. Like
Mhm.
dead ass, right? When you talk about them at 14 have already lost 14 people that they were close to
And got to go to school.
and got to go to school.
Right.
And I hear them say that
They ain't gotta hear it in the
they're
song next
numb
day.
to it. They can't cry anymore. That's a problem. It's a problem because, I was fortunate enough to have, two parents that put us in position and gave us opportunities.
I mean, but
Everybody's not like that.
did we ever have the space to cry? So think about it. My grandmother
Yes.
passed at 103, born in 1913. If you think about the trauma and the reality of her being a Black person at that time, did we have space to actually be vulnerable? Like, have we ever had the space to be vulnerable as Black people? Think
No.
about so.
Yes.
When do you say? So we
You
got a civil rights
you have to
movement.
make time. As a whole, maybe
Yeah,
not.
so that's what I'm
Individually,
saying.
yes, you do.
I don't disagree with you, right? But I'm thinking like generationally, like I don't think, because we were talking about this earlier, right? You can't teach what you don't practice. So
Mhm.
we didn't receive the ways to be vulnerable and to de-escalate from our
And it
parents.
wasn't cool either, though.
And so every generation has gotten a little bit better with being aware and a little bit more compassionate with the parents that haven't been able to teach us much. Like I was wondering, like, why is my mother so hardcore? Like she's never really hugged me. She doesn't really talk. She doesn't really, and she's a baby boomer, but she was also raised by somebody who was raised by a woman who was at the tail end of slavery. Right. So I had to kind of put it all into context for what can my mother teach me?
And then I'll just also add, because obviously for black women have been at the core of the family, right? I don't think people argue that. If a black woman isn't able or given the opportunity, taught, whatever, to express the emotion that she's feeling, because black woman has had the baddest hand dealt, like on the planet, has had the baddest hand. Raped by slave master, despised by the slave master's wife, abused by the black man who was being abused by the slave master, who then took that pain home on, like, and then now has to then turn to some children and show some,
be nurturing, be loving.
Like that's like it just wasn't.
I
made
appreciate
up.
you saying that, because somebody like I was kind of expressing my tension with a lot of black men, like using the word feminist when a black woman talks about some of the issues that we have, right? And I'm like, the feminist movement wasn't for black women. We was in the fields with black men. We've always worked. We've always worked next to you. But the wild part is that sometimes we forget, and even on the first show, like understanding how we've practiced and been indoctrinated with anti-blackness. Mm-hmm. It's so subtle that you can really forget it. And so it's taken some time even for me to like fully acknowledge, like, all right, the way I see black men on some level is not because I think that, but I'm raised in a system that doesn't allow for me to touch base with, you have a life that I can't even fathom. You walk around in ways and deal with tensions that I can't even really relate to.
Which is why I appreciate. Which is why I appreciate. Was it like it has to be so intentional now? Like if you want it, now you have to go get it yourself.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Got to go get it yourself.
How comfortable are you with? You a competitor. You're a competitor. I'll give you shit about being a Kumbaya artist. Say it.
Talk your shit. Go ahead. Go ahead.
He was competing.
Wow.
I love my guys.
Wait a minute.
I love that dude.
Hey, so it's all established that we are competitors up here.
Mm-hmm.
We are not okay with, I'm not okay with losing. Losing. I'm a graceful loser to the point where, hey, man, you beat me, good shit, but I'll be much better at taking the loss. So you don't like losing. In order for beef to end, someone got to take the final L. And which one of these kids is going to be willing to do that? Because if AB block, disrespect AM block, and take somebody from his team, they look weak not getting back somebody from AB block. If the Yogi block takes something back from Edie block, and E block don't go get the chain back from Mila block, guess what? You look weak. Nobody, and because everything's online now for the world to see, and you get embarrassed from not getting the positive attention for being the go-getter, the aggressor, the dominant, the motherfucker, the big-time stepper. You get, and then when you take the loss, you look like the weak, the beta.
You can't become prey.
You can't do that. You know
but
what I'm
here's
saying?
the thing, though, right?
Nobody's going to take that L in peace to end the beef. And I see what Dirk's trying to do. Sorry, man. Prayer does not fix everything. I'm sorry. It does not fix everything. Does prayer heal? If prayer heals everything, what the fuck they say time heal everything for, though? So some things have to work in unison for everything to happen. Somebody got to be the bigger man. And now, I'm sorry, y'all. These boys is getting all these big, I've seen these big ass checks at work these boys get from YouTube or Facebook or these social media platforms for the shit they make. Like, bro, you got a broke ass house you live in, you got a big ass chain and a bag of 40 racks. Where you get it from? YouTube. Bro, so now they pushing.
So creating content.
But the content you're creating is murder music and murder anthems, and the rhythm to the street is a back and forth thing. Mm-hmm. You know, when you're in that lifestyle, that's a back and forth thing. So nobody's going to be willing to take that loss and be okay for the beef to end.
The only thing that will stop that will be extreme censorship, and which also will affect everyone, or people disinvesting in watching it. But if it bleeds, it leads, right? Like if you look at the newspaper, if you look what people talk about, we will talk about the most heinous, egregious, erroneous things that it is curious. And so I used to be one of those women that was addicted to Snapped and Law and Order, not just any Law and Order, Law and Order Special Victims Unit. And I had to ask myself, why the fuck am I sitting up here watching you know,
Victimhood,
children being violated.
He's like Ice-T. He can't act.
And I really do enjoy Ice-T.
I do though. He said three words episode. Yes. Okay.
He getting a bag for it.
Yeah,
Shout out.
that's pimping.
I fucks with you.
You know what I'm saying? He made
but
colors,
I had to stop watching it in order to, you know, fully
Tutuola.
acknowledge it.
His name.
It's not something that's calming. It's not interesting. Like,
No.
this is real life.
It
Like,
sells,
people are, yes, it absolutely does.
Look at TV1 for like a whole block, like 3/4 of the block of the day. Atlanta homicides, snap. You know, all these police shows. Like, damn. And look here, young fellas. If you go by a chick house and her TV's on that channel, and she watching that shit, don't even sit down. Get up
the
the
fuck
fuck
out.
out.
Get the fuck out.
Leave, goddammit. You know what I'm saying?
Do
She
men
loves
really
drama.
feel some kind of way about like us
Hell yeah.
watching
Man, what?
You playing?
Wait, what show?
Snap?
Some
Snap.
homicide shows
Oh, yeah, I
and
don't
shit.
know.
And how about this right here though? Even if she put a playlist on, it's all Janae, Summer. You know what I'm saying?
There's some really toxic women music
leaving.
out there. It's wild. Like,
I'm leaving, bro.
there was
No.
I think there's one song,
Jasmine.
Stupid Boy Think That I Need Him. And the video is wild because the girls are running, and as the dude opens the door, they murder him and then cross his name off the list and go to the next dude. And I'm like, when have I ever seen a male rapper or artist, with the exception of Eminem's song, right?
We don't count him though.
He's like the most streamed artist.
He's not invited to the
In
barbecue.
the world.
He's not invited to the
I don't
barbecue.
pop pills and do mushrooms. Well, maybe I do.
Okay, he can still get it though. Hey, M.
Hey, anyway,
From
but,
her,
no,
hey,
but-
from her, not us. That's the difference.
but to your point, right?
And
So-
there's been no rap music that I've heard from black men that murder women.
We don't have to. Y'all, people don't understand.
But we will kill
This
y'all.
is what
with a
social
song.
media has done. It has exposed the behavior of women so fucking much.
Oh, we are
we never had to do
horrible
that.
human beings.
My God.
This is where I want to go, right?
We're horrible
Because,
human beings.
yeah, y'all are terrible human beings because
You look like you want to say something.
look, I'm thinking about Zion Williamson, right? And how he's a super goofy for the
Ooh.
Zion's
Get
super
the
goofy.
fuck out of here.
I'm
goofy?
gonna tell you why he's
Yeah.
goofy. All right, so
You
people,
sound jealous.
No. The people who don't know, Zion has spent hundreds of
The
thousands of
Xanaran
dollars.
guy. That's what he
right?
is. In Louisiana, eat all that food.
Pay for women, right? Cool. We're hoopers. You go to another when you playing away.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to do much,
No.
right? I would take that, and you played at Duke, okay? All it tells me is, first of all, you ain't getting no pussy, right?
The lies you looking at.
Cool. You want to jag a bag, you want to pay for something, whatever.
Wait, what about his money?
No, listen to me. When you are paying $100,000 for one,
Okay.
first of all, her pussy got to be golden. Got to be golden. But $100,000 for one chick, you know how many chicks it is out here that you can get it for the free throw? If I'm on the bench, I'm knocking down some of the baddest bitches in every city.
I'm waiting for your point though.
Yeah, me too.
The point is, first of all, you're knocking down strippers.
Wait.
Hold on. Let me finish.
Wait, what they got to do with anything?
Let me
And?
finish. You're knocking down strippers,
And?
porno stars,
And?
all of the IG thoughts.
And?
There is no substance in that. And then
You say you act like he full of substance. Don't put him up here and put him down here.
Then
Yeah, thank you.
you seed up one. You shoot the whole club
So
up.
what?
Who's a known fucking runner? That's not okay.
Wait. What's
kids out
not
here-
okay? What's not okay?
It's not okay that you seed up a runner. That's never okay.
Yeah, it's not okay that he has a child with a woman that he chooses to have a child with.
It's not
Talk to
okay
him.
that you seed up a runner.
That's bullshit. What,
And
because
some of
what's a
y'all
runner?
girlfriends is that freak Nick.
you
What's the
know,
fucking
you know,
difference?
you know
What's
what
the fucking
runner
difference?
is.
What
No.
what's your definition of a runner?
If you-
Yours.
A track star.
She's
She
a
gonna
runner.
run away
It's
when
track
they get
style.
her face
You know what I'm
ass.
saying?
What's
Like,
up with
What? Like, give me your definition.
Her pussy's friendly.
And I hate this conversation
Don't-
because it's
Didn't
so
I
trash.
tell
It's
y'all
so
about
trash.
the no? I'm gonna go back to the
It's trash.
anti-body count.
Don't say
'cause
y'all.
like.
Don't say y'all, say him. I don't give a fuck about body count. I
You're
don't give a
right.
fuck about body count.
I'm going back to the
you
anti-body
like a motherfucker,
count.
you like a motherfucker.
It's 7 billion people on the face of the earth, and if somebody has a less than 1% body count, that is what I'm going with.
That's good math, though. That's very, very leading math.
Let me
Thank you.
get
I'm
this.
protecting all pussies out here.
I'm protecting all.
Don't get quiet,
Protecting all
now.
pussies out here.
I want to see where he's going.
So all right. Here's what I'm saying.
Nothing.
You're an NBA
You
star.
pocket watching and you pussy watching.
Thank you.
You're an NBA star,
So,
right? You're not even slick enough to not get caught.
was he trying to be slick?
What who?
Yes.
No, he wasn't.
How?
Yes.
How?
And then you got. First of all, anytime your daddy got to come out and speak for you, That's a problem.
His dad didn't have to.
Yeah,
I missed that part.
His
Right,
dad,
me too.
his dad didn't have to.
You
Stop
know
adding your own flavor to it, bro.
You
Bro,
know
that
so much
happened.
about this
It
family.
It happened, but did he have to? His dad man felt compelled to say some shit though.
So his daddy
His
come out.
dad can't unfuck the bitch though.
His,
I swear to God,
shut the fuck up, Pops.
if you could unfuck, I'm first on the list to get my antibody count higher.
all right, look.
Zion is a genius.
No.
A fucking genius.
To me, that's clown shit. All right,
I don't think it's clown.
shit.
Is he married? Who does he belong to?
Hold on, bro.
He can put his dick wherever he want to put his dick at.
That's
Spend the way he want to
fine.
spend it
That's
at.
fine.
The way he want to get pregnant.
I think that's clown shit.
get
bro.
another contract.
First of all, I don't think men often enough
Glad you wrote the book.
value themselves
Okay,
high enough to say this ain't community dick.
That's what he wanted. He
Right?
wanted that though.
Maybe. All I'm saying is,
We believe
right,
all dick is community dick, though.
my pops taught me, hey, look, everybody can't get the D, right?
Okay.
Just can't. And
Fine.
if you do, then cover it up.
So you and Zion brothers, huh?
Hell no. I
Right.
think it's
So his
that's
dad-
you-
his dad didn't
so-
teach him that.
So you've never been with runners.
what?
Everybody like hoes.
I'm
until they
asking
can
you.
tell.
You ain't never been with runners.
Ben Whitwood, I don't understand the question.
You ever slept somebody with a high body count? You ever slept a town pound? You ever slept a motherfucker you know
He
got
was
ran
number
through?
99.
Stop playing.
And
Right.
you didn't care.
You got she got
Listen,
99
you don't
problems, you one
respect
of them.
yourself.
I'm not
She
being
got
judged. right
99
now.
problems, you one of them, bro.
I'm not
Can't
on
respect
this. You know what I'm
yourself.
saying? I do. All I'm saying is it's weird to me, right? It's weird as fuck to me to pay for pussy in that regard.
think
Why is
it's,
this our business though? Because Shorty put it out there? Because the porn shop put it
Yeah,
out
so
there?
that's corny. The
And
woman
wait,
did it
wait,
corny.
wait, wait,
I
wait.
ain't even mad at her either, though.
So-
But it's a little bit of a different day. I mean, first of all,
Come on.
Zion can do whatever you want to do, bro.
Okay.
Right. He
Okay.
he can.
Let's not cut him off, though. Let's let him talk.
We may not agree with it. May not be. I think part of it is
It's what you would
it's
do.
the way that you would do it, right? But he ain't you, and these youngsters got a lot of money, and there's more opportunity for them to engage with everything that you just described, whether
Yes.
it's the runner, the thought,
The upper echelon, quote unquote, right?
They still hoes, too.
because back in the day you wouldn't know what was available
You
till you
wouldn't
landed
know.
in the city, right? So more opportunity. Unfortunately, they ain't been not being protected from it, so it's easier for him to get to. However, man, you can't be too critical of these kids nowadays. They caught up in
The modern life.
yeah, it's crazy.
It's a
And
different world.
It's crazy, man, because Freak Nick alone.
Thank
You already know. Yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you, bro.
yeah.
So
Okay,
now
I
what?
think we
This-
probably
we
hopped
did,
in
we
the
did,
car
yeah,
and
we was
just
there.
and
Yeah,
rolled
the 90s,
down with
Oh,
30
evidence.
minutes notice.
Yeah, and I think
With
it's
30
trash
minutes
that
It didn't take
notice.
long. It didn't take long.
Didn't take long.
Yeah.
Like somebody got a car, like and we went. But I think for that element of our lives is the same element that they dealing with today. Is just magnified, and
It's out in the open.
and people are giving it up for other reasons than they were giving it up back then.
Right.
You know, so now it's there's a little bit of a what this will do for me versus it was like a caught up in the moment thing. So that's why I'm making
But I
it.
kind of feel like it's trash that the other woman and the other ones, and he's not.
And I don't
with
know all the
any of them.
details
He
Yeah,
don't
either.
belong to nobody, bro.
Okay.
He don't belong to nobody. He can do what he want to do as a single.
And how
man
old
out
is he?
here.
What, 20?
23.
23 or
Oh, he's
something, though.
23?
Yeah.
He's a baby. Like,
Yeah,
how about
baby.
this? Because we know these women's sexual history, sexual past is a problem. How many people wifed up the high school runner and don't even know it after she got to college? How many people wife up the college runner and don't know it?
I
You see what I'm saying?
remember back in the day, the number used to be 5, right? Don't come off one hand.
Mm-hmm.
But how do you know them women weren't lying anyway?
Thank you.
There's
You got to
absolutely.
multiply it by 2. Actually,
Three.
we said
It's
3.
It's
We
3.
said 3. Yeah,
But
yeah.
here,
Yep.
like
By 3.
my father told me, you never, you never disclose, you never tell, right?
Mhm.
Because people, as a woman, people will always judge you. They don't believe you. We are unfortunately the ones that people can lie on us and they could believe us.
Definitely.
You could be a straight virgin and everybody say they ran through
Definitely.
you and
Yep.
it becomes true.
Definitely.
So
I
it
got
does on some level, it doesn't even matter who
Fuck my
touched
AI.
us and who didn't touch us because y'all will decide who you want to be a runner
Thank you.
and who you don't want to be a runner. Even if your boy tells you, hey man, she smashed her. No, she didn't. Y'all literally get to decide on who's valuable and who's not valuable based on how you feel about them or the politics of how that relationship is going to help you. So I do believe now more than ever, women who are like sexually open and free. There
Rambunctious.
is a population of men. There's a population of
Never in
men
the history of hold'em.
that have no problem dealing with that type of woman. Also because it is leverage. Nobody would even be looking at him, talking to him. He's irrelevant without this person to even bring some tension or attention to him.
How and why did it come out?
He could dunk his ass off.
Because that's the part I don't know.
So he was dealing with a chick. She's now pregnant by him.
I saw that part.
So his porno star, like she's a real life porno star.
Mariah Mills.
She like
Views way up now.
you know, how dare you? I let you shoot my face. You let you
Spit
piss
my
on me.
mouth.
All kinds of wild shit, right? How dare you?
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Wait, how dare you?
How dare you get somebody pregnant on me?
That's
Which is
crazy,
trash.
That's
Which
crazy.
is trash. So I feel like the women are holding on to the lifestyle that he was creating for them. And now she's jealous of the fact that this woman now will forever have a bag.
Definitely.
I don't now.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Thing, so.
And or
And who's to say
maybe
you don't? Maybe you should just
maybe
your turn.
maybe it's a ploy to get her numbers up. You know what I'm saying?
And
Like
it
it's
worked.
it's crazy.
I went right to it.
Her numbers
I
up.
saw it, and she her numbers are up, bro. From the first day I looked to the second day I looked, I'm looking like I went back to back days. My lotion was looking low
I'm
right
gonna
now.
say
It's
your
too
hand
low.
hurt. You
It's
good?
okay, you know what I'm saying?
Don't touch my
It's
mic.
okay, bro. Too late. You know what I'm saying?
You can't bring the chicken no more. From crab. What's the seasoning on it? What's going on?
And I dug in the ice. Now what?
Oh. Now you see why I use the ice tray. Right?
I
Wait
touched them
a
before too.
minute.
Y'all
Nah,
are
man.
stupid.
Hey.
Shit is trash, bro.
Bro, but it's like I got no problem with the situation. To me, it was a non-situation, just like the Ja Morant shit. Non-situation. You two motherfuckers happen to be from South Carolina. Y'all don't follow rules. Y'all don't follow the old norms. Y'all follow new norms, bro. And I'm okay with that. It's on y'all. Y'all ain't harming nobody. Y'all ain't maiming nobody. If he couldn't dunk a basketball with the force of a Titan, nobody would give a fuck. If you wasn't a high draft pick, nobody would give a fuck. The man
Force
signed
of
an
a
extension.
Titan.
The man got the shit the way. I don't pocket watch. He got the shit the way because he signed an extension after being injured. The Pelicans gave him more money.
Question.
More money.
Did his incident or issues impact his sister at all?
Who?
Ja
Who's this?
Morant's.
No. She signed with a school or some shit.
Yeah,
Well,
she-
but
she
this
got
is
scholarship.
Not that we know of. How about that?
right. So like, what's so interesting is like who gets impacted by what?
I'm glad to say impact because now the porn star, the adult actress, the adult film star, let's be professional here.
I like that.
She deserves an Oscar.
She's receiving death threats for outing Zion Williamson. Shut the fuck up.
I mean, no, we do not condone
She
bullying.
cannot blame Zion for the pregnant girl's family threatening her.
She was the one that came out.
Yeah, because she didn't have to say anything.
Yes,
But
Right.
did she? But she didn't threaten anybody.
No.
Nah.
She just shared.
She shared
her intimate
In a very
moments.
inflammatory
And,
way.
which honestly, allegedly, because if there is no evidence, no case, no face.
His AI
No face,
fucked
no
her.
case.
His AI fucked her.
Well, no, he said you let I let you record me doing all kinds of shit.
Your birthmark on the bottom of your nuts, I let you put it on my forehead. That's what she said.
I mean, again, I don't know if he has a birthmark right there.
That's made
Like,
part of. That's totally made up. Though.
that is an interesting fake fact to add on to this conversation. But now, honestly, anything people say, I don't necessarily believe. Just because you posted it doesn't mean that it actually happened.
I know me, so I don't believe nobody no way. I don't. I
So I
will
think-
tell you. Go ahead.
No, so I think that's also what's so unique about social media, not just AI, but that anybody can say anything. And depending on who you are and who you tag, our sensibilities are like, oh, it must be true because somebody posted it.
Mhm.
I don't believe, even like the 123-year-old virgin, like just because people are reporting on it and just because it is written, there's no way to disprove it.
Right.
So I, like as we hold the mic, what's our responsibility for like, all right, how accurate is it?
Mm-hmm.
Can we actually say this is real? Like, or do we just have opinions on if this is real? If this actually happened like this?
That's true.
I actually don't give a fuck. Like
I got a quick question for you.
But you put it on the runner show.
Yeah, but because
You a runner.
The people want to know this.
You a
shit.
showrunner.
Right.
Yeah, I'm a showrunner. That's it.
quick question for Ethan though. If it's one of them days, I've been waiting to get this joke off. Not this joke, but this question off. I just want to know what he thinks about this scenario.
Mm-hmm.
You know, as a hooper, you know when you got it for the day. You know, you walk in the gym, you know, you tie your shoes up.
Yeah.
You know when you got it.
Yep.
If it's one of them days and lined up against you across the floor is a mom,
Mm-hmm.
give me your stat line for the day.
Oh, I love this.
How many? What are we going to?
No. It's just a 5-on-5 game for 2 halves, 2 20-minute halves.
Oh, 2 20-minute halves.
You on fire for the day. You're on fire. NBA champ, he's on fire. You know what I'm saying? And this guy, his defensive slide is like 50%.
This guy.
What's your stat line for the end of the game?
I'm definitely at least putting up 50.
How many assists?
It depends.
Roll.
It depends on how much shit he talking, because I might not pass.
How many steals?
My high school stat line, which I came out in the best year of Chicago basketball in 1995, KG, Ronnie Fields.
Yeah, 95, 96 for sure. Yeah, we done.
Shout out class of 95.
You know what? If I'm being honest, I got to go a little bit 93, 94 to 90, because you got to go Michael Herman. You got to go King was tough for a while. All right, so all of that. So
Simeon, Brian Notary and them,
Yep. So I was putting up 20 and 10 then. So two 20-minute halves, at least 50 and 10.
This is so beautiful. This is great, man.
Bro, ball was easy work for me because I love. So I gotta give my brother some credit. Big brother Will
idiotic things
he used to kill me on the court. I had a big brother that wouldn't let me score.
I fuck with your brother. I love
that was 32-0 every game, and he gave me the best lesson of like just you dominate and you don't let up. And if Zion Williamson had a bigger brother, maybe he wouldn't have been in the situation he's in now.
Right.
But like, so I come from the element of somebody foot on your neck.
How many fouls did he have at the end of the game? You only get 5. How many fouls did he have?
None, because he wouldn't touch me.
Damn.
What? But you got a button for that?
I'm letting him get this shit off, man, because that's not a real thing,
bro.
It's not a real thing,
bro.
dude.
I put in work on bona fide people, bro.
Me too.
Me too.
Don't do that.
Man.
When he shakes, he's really mad.
Hey, how many turnovers you gonna have?
At least 7. Because I'm picking pockets.
What?
I'm picking pockets.
No, sir.
I'm picking pockets.
Don't act like you wasn't at the rec. I was getting busy. Don't do that.
This is masterful.
Don't do that.
Oh God,
like
man.
I was so happy when I saw you at Northern. Like, okay, yeah, my man will get it. Get it in. What's my man name? Was he at Sullivan or
Pip?
No, man, he up north. Pip. Come on, man.
Yeah,
You still got
Call Pip right now.
Matter of fact, and at the rec, that's just legendary stuff.
Yes.
That's what I said. What we going to? Because we going to 12, all 12. All 12.
Oh shit! Hey, you know what? I'm not gonna lie to you. You was a tough cover, but
he was only tough. Wow.
Yeah, he was tough. Troy Hudson was different though.
Troy was nice.
Yeah, Troy.
Troy. So I claim only about 3 or 4 people who I can really say like really gave me the business. Troy Hudson was one.
Yeah.
Carlos Arroyo.
Yes.
We played against him in Florida International. Him and Raja Bell didn't know who these dudes were. Him. Tim Hardaway at the Pro-Am. Easy. Yeah. Oh my God, it was embarrassing. And as a matter of fact, man, I'll never forget, after I finished up playing D1 at Northern, man, I went to a few camps, had opportunity to play overseas. I just didn't like the situation.
Right.
And
Where'd you play
I
at?
had a pops. Huh?
Where'd you play?
Northern Illinois University.
No, I'm saying you said overseas.
No, I had the opportunity, but I didn't.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Man, I went to one camp, and a dude was about 6'3", could do everything that I did, and he was playing like this.
Wasn't that Amon's height when we were saying
like,
how tall did you want to be? 6'3".
Like, this is it, and that's when I really saw I'm gonna do it with another plan that has alternatives, and which is what made Kobe so dope. Kobe had everything and played like he didn't have nothing. And so yeah.
So Abasi, I know that you can't wait for this, and I did this for you. Pause. Shout out to your man Tupac. You're a stand for Pac. Yeah, man, it's okay.
Definitely objective in the conversation.
What does stand even mean?
Super fan, pretty much.
That's probably the best thing that. What is that?
I get the hiccups when I'm excited. I love Tupac.
Okay.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
No, so that was probably like the best thing Eminem ever came up with was Stan.
So you get hiccups.
You get excited
after you do the prayer.
I see what you did there.
Before.
Just want to see when you get excited. I'm gonna grab my drink. Go ahead with your question.
Y'all funny as hell, man.
Comes American apple.
Yo, this is a fun show.
No, so
Yeah, man.
Tupac got his star on what is it, the Walk of Fame?
His posthumous
Hollywood, whatever
star,
it is.
yeah.
Yeah, man.
Where you at with it, man? I'm gonna let you take off.
How insane is it that it's just now happening? You know,
Mm.
if we know a lot goes into getting these stars, you know, work donations, charity, all this bullshit. He wasn't allowed to do that, but when you look back at his career, which is very short lived, if you think about it, it's amazing because the body of work he amassed in the 3-4 years he had, it's insane, man. You know, he still have anthems and classics that you can play on certain holidays. Like, how many rappers have a mama song that's played definitely on that day?
Annually.
Every year, you know what I'm saying? It does not age, man. You know, now he has the Dear Mama on Hulu, series on Hulu, which was amazing. It's telling different sides of the story, man. It's telling why he was the way he was. Talk about growing up in trauma. How traumatic must it have been to be a child of Black Panther in that era where the police literally had the right to kill you?
Oh my God, and
You know
his
what I'm
auntie in jail.
It's crazy, you know what I'm saying?
Still-
So he was a jail baby, pretty much, you know what I'm saying? He wrote his first diamond album on toilet paper from jail. Jail is just part of this fucker's life, you know? I call him a fucker, damn. This motherfucker's life. You know, I'm happy he got it.
That's ridiculous that he's just getting it though.
He just getting it. It's really insane.
How
man.
long has
That's what
Pac been
he's done.
dead? Let's get the
He been
stats.
dead since 1996.
Is it 96? 95?
Yeah.
I
You know what I'm saying?
cried, and I used to sleep with my radio on, and I heard it like it woke me up, and I can remember crying myself back to sleep.
I was in the alley on lock with 10 block, shooting on a fucking crate and rim at the same time. Shot over here, shot over there, just trying to work on my game. Virgil Wade, who's dead now, Tito, he came out of his house because the crate was behind his house. He said, "Hey, you know your boy dead, right?" I was like, "What are you talking about, man? Shut up. Shoot the ball." He said, "No, Tupac, he dead." I picked my ball up in the crib and sat in front of MTV and watched that shit. You know what I'm saying? I think I cried too. I ain't gonna front. I think I cried. You know, because that's you find one artist that brings you into the rap game. For you is whoever it was. For you, whoever it was. For you, the same thing. Tupac, I stole my brother strictly for my N-Word album, and that introduced me to hip hop, and it's never been the same since then.
I'm not crying on the artist, bro. I don't know them.
That's cool, fam.
I think
you sound real tough now. Thank you.
No,
I
it's
think-
just like that. No one influences me like that. Like,
That's cool. But your whole lifestyle is based on the coast, bro.
but
Right.
what I'm saying, what I'm
What
saying
you
is,
talking about,
it
dog?
doesn't.
murder rap
Yeah,
itself.
okay. I can be influenced with my fly, but I'm not crying over no nigga.
No one
or
said you were fly.
No, I am.
Yeah,
though.
no
I-
one
Wait. I'll be curious to hear because I was
He's
there
such
for
a
about
tough guy.
where'd your rap influence come from? What'd you say?
My first influence was LL Cool J.
You definitely don't dress like LL, though. You know you dress like.
The Black Panther album. That was my first influence.
You don't dress like
That was
LL.
the very first.
His lingo's New
album.
York.
Because
His dress New York. You just-
college, I would say we were Wu-Tang heavy.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Oh, you was
Yeah.
a Wu too?
Yeah, I mean,
Wu-Tang Clan.
Wu-Tang Clan.
Don't disrespect us, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Wu-Tang was
Yeah.
I ain't mad at it, but you
Wu-Tang's
know,
that
coming from a
Wu-Tang. I think it was Wu-Tang, Pac, and Nas.
Mobb Deep. You know what I mean?
Mobb Deep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Overrated.
Pac had me not listening to Biggie for like a whole year. I felt like, for real.
I can see that.
Yeah,
can see that.
Pac was tough. It's that's a disgrace that he's just getting the star though.
Fact,
That's too
yeah.
much influence. To
I think it was just
to-
hurtful, like how he died, and I
That's
like
insane.
listening, like watching the beef, and also being in Chicago, like with similar tensions of like what set is into it with what set. It was very real, you know.
Right.
So I think for me, it was just like, damn, like I really enjoyed his music. I think I was one of the few girls that could rap, and I think I still am. Like, you could take me to a bar and I'll know every single lyric and I can rap it. And I think some dudes be like, damn, bitch, like,
I
can
was
you
in
roll
dis-
it backwards?
I was in disbelief because Pac had been in
Oh, he
so
was
much
invincible.
stuff. Like it wasn't true until MTV News. You
Yep.
went
believe
to the
it.
crib. MTV News said,
and he could act. You used
Yeah.
to see him with Janet
Yeah.
Jackson in
Hey,
Poetic Justice.
you talking about body count?
Right.
Who, Janet?
No, well, I you know something I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay,
I
was
don't know
about to
where
talk
it was
about Pac.
going. No, not Janet. Like, Pac.
Yeah, because I'm really just starting to put it together. How many people?
He
Pac-
knocked off. Yeah. Knocked
Yeah,
him down.
Is it up there
Pac
like with
was a-
Easy?
No,
At
Pac
top
was a
of the
sniper.
game.
Pac was
was
up
a panty
there
hawk?
with
Call him a sniper.
Yeah,
with
like-
Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon is
Sniper.
all time sniper.
And he never got nobody
He
pregnant.
was sniping other dudes who were legit in the game. He was
Yeah.
sniping they
Yeah.
chicks.
Man, look here. That's all fine and dandy too, man. But I think what really got me was what I saw beyond Pac's rap career, even beyond the acting, because he was always making political statements. And I found out later that because he had a political background, foundation and a background, that he was so relatable that you would believe that someday after rap, he would be making moves that would actually help those that are the community, society that's disinvested in. You know, he would help us. And I really held on to that shit. So when he died, after that, I haven't seen a motherfucking rapper of that magnitude put in any work that you can actually just see. And it was substance. Like, everybody mentioned Jay-Z. I killed Kendrick in one show, and he ain't got back to me yet.
I'm not saying at the rap level, but what about 50?
As far as like what making the show,
just outside of rap.
Well, I mean, like, I guess putting people on and giving them jobs is helping. You know what I'm saying? But on the local political level, I saw Pac right there doing that. You know what I'm saying? 50 killing the game would come down and putting black actors on, falling off stars on, writing, showing the whole creativity thing. He's doing that.
So, question: Do you think if Pac would have proposed prayer, it would sit differently than it would Dirk?
Well, yes. Dirk's in a city where...
You think so?
Yes. Dirk's in a city where I think money really runs how these gangs operate, these organizations operate. Pac was out in California talking this talk where gangbanging is still gangbanging between Bloods and Crips. It's a big difference, you know what I'm saying? You get heads to talk, and they also listen to Muslims out there over East. You've seen it time and time again. They listen to Muslim leaders. Farrakhan got to have them sit down with people.
Wait, East or West? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about West.
I thought you were talking about East.
No, why was I talking about East?
You said East, but then
East.
Yeah.
Well, I mean West.
Okay, all right.
I mean West. Fuck both y'all.
Okay, I hope it's big.
Not physically impulse.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But they have truces for moments in time. You know what I'm saying? Like
I get what you're saying.
Nipsey died, they had a truce for a while. You've never seen a truce in Chicago like that. And when Gary McCarthy came to Chicago and tried to sit all the gangs from all the factions down, they was like, we don't know what a gang is.
We don't respect you.
Yeah, fuck you. Get up out of here. Soon as you get up here, we're gonna kill somebody you know. You know what I'm saying? They really went that way. You know what I'm saying? But maybe not. I don't know.
Fair.
Y'all want to get into a quick topic before we get out of here?
Shoot, you got to go first though.
All right. Well, then I'm gonna do this. Yeah.
Grab your drink.
Let's go. All right. So, quick question: does faith make belief stronger?
Ooh, I like that one.
That's a good one, bro.
What is faith?
Yeah, let's level
Can we
set.
agree? Can we maybe like agree or
Big ex-wife?
So petty.
No, that's really good songs though.
Yeah, she was dope.
Faithful.
She told Carl Thomas she can't believe that this is happening to them.
Does faith
Does
make
faith
belief
make belief
stronger?
stronger?
So I'm gonna say definitely, man. When you believe in something, obviously that you haven't seen yet, and you really have it, you'll do anything. There's nothing that you won't do when you believe it sincerely. So does it make belief stronger? Yeah, because it's real to you. I mean, a person who has faith truly believes that it's attainable, it can happen, and they'll do whatever they are driven to see that manifestation of it. And as a matter of fact, I think that's what separates all of us on this planet. At the end of the day, it's how strong the faith level is. Because I think that's constantly being challenged. It's constantly being pushed. That's constantly being chipped at. Like, one of the things that I pride myself on is that I have a healthy obsession of a lot of things that I want to accomplish. That, man, I'm relentless about it. I'm going to stay up. I'm going to put in that work for it. And I surround myself, because it was something I learned, and I didn't even know it, but having posters up, being a kid, having posters up in your room was actually kind of a influence on your faith. So a person who is surrounding themselves with things that's reinforcing that faith definitely makes it stronger. And I think it's on the negative side. I think that's why we see the type of, she's excited.
She's excited.
She's excited in his faith and belief.
That's my answer, man.
So to be clear, right? When I ask these questions, I want to give the actual definition, because sometimes some of these definitions need to be changed, right? You really think about it.
Mm-hmm.
So by definition, faith is complete trust or confidence in someone or something.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I think what you said speaks to that definition,
Mm-hmm.
right? If I say what is belief. Okay.
An acceptance that a statement is true or that something exists.
So when I hear that,
can you repeat that?
An acceptance that a statement is true or that something exists. That's the first definition. These words come with various definitions. We know these things.
can one exist without the other?
That's my point.
Yes.
I think they both go hand in hand.
Okay. You say yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Because-
I'm interested in that.
Because I think a person can have faith in something that is not real.
And not believe it?
Okay. So
you know what I'm
can the
saying?
person have one without the other? No, because especially in this day and age, truth is only real to that person.
All right, go ahead. Go. Rock on.
So
That's a good question.
to truth. In my practice, there is correct understanding, incorrect understanding, fantasy, and imagination, right? And so I always go to this story of my children. My daughters were fighting about, it's cold outside, it's hot outside, it's cold outside. I was like, all right, fact. Like, what is a fact? Fact is it's 67 degrees Fahrenheit. We can prove it, we can disprove it. Personal truth, you feel 63 degrees Fahrenheit as cold. She feels it as hot. Neither one of you are wrong. Right. And so when I think about truth, it is relative. When I think about facts, you can prove it or disprove it, but you also have to believe in the things that make the fact real and true. Science, for people was pushing back on science, like, all right, well, I'm like, this is the same people when COVID happened. What is it? 5G. You remember that? Like, I swear to fucking God. Everybody who was in my inbox talking about from your scientific perspective, and I told you that 5G didn't have shit to do with COVID, and you told me I was brainwashed and I was crazy.
You might be.
No,
Okay.
I'm not, right? And so people started to push back on the science, but I'm like, this is the same science that makes your cell phone work.
Yeah.
Right. So it was like you believe it.
Though.
It's convenient for you to shift your belief in what makes the facts real when it pushes back on what you don't want to be true. Do I believe faith and belief are innately connected? I do not. Because I also, you can believe something and not have faith that it's real. You simply
That's an insane person then.
We all are. We literally make up shit and have no evidence of it being real. We will just believe it.
So,
and our faith can be opposite of it. We are walking contradictions.
When you say that though, like, I'm sorry. I'm a child of a minister. I have to say this. Mom doesn't like it. I don't go to church anymore. I don't knock those that still believe or think there's a higher power of God. I've never seen God. You know what I'm saying? So how can I believe something I've never seen?
So are we talking about religion, faith now?
I'm just giving you an example.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying example. But what the definition says, of faith says a strong belief in God or in doctrines of a religion based on spiritual apprehension rather than proof. You know what I'm saying? So
okay, so we working on two. So that's what I'm saying.
It's,
like
it's definition. I'm coming back to where we're going though. You know what I'm saying? But if a dog bite me, I know that shit hurt. You know what I'm saying? The fact that I get up in the morning, I cannot attribute that to some higher power. I know the body lays down to rest and it wakes up. I can't give somebody credit for something I don't know that they're doing. I can't do that. I think that's what makes me a good officer, a good judge of character. And you can lie to me if you want to. I'll take you at face value until you show me otherwise. You know what I'm saying? So I don't necessarily believe in you or have faith in what you're saying, but you tell me something, I'll take you at your word, until proven otherwise, But back to the faith and belief, I think they do go hand in hand. I think they are like a team. Together, they make whatever you may have faith in and believe in stronger. They make you go harder for it, i.e. why these cults have people that can kill themselves or go months without eating and starve themselves to death because they have a strong belief in this faith, or they have faith in this belief of theirs that by doing certain things, they'll, like these guys that think they finna get 40 virgins when they go to heaven after like being a suicide bomber. Joe, shut the fuck up.
And that would make them a runner.
And it comes back. That's the third time. Everyone's been able to bring it back. I appreciate you, D.
That boy good.
Yeah.
I think they do.
Good job. You know how to do this.
They go hand in hand, bro. But does one make the other stronger? I think they have to because they go hand in hand. That's just me.
I don't have much on it. I believe that without faith, without belief, you can't have faith. Right? I believe in our podcast. Do I have faith? For sure. I started it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But before belief, I had to have faith in what I was doing and what my talent and what I was putting together. The belief happens when I get a team that believes in what I'm trying to create.
Mm-hmm.
They gotta go hand in hand. There's no way that they can't. For me, it's good and evil. You have to have balance. Faith and belief. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no way that you can believe in something and not have faith in it.
Where you get this question from, bro? What's fortune
So
cookie?
tell me this.
This is good.
Tell me this. So would you say that faith got you to the podcast being real, and now belief is making it the best podcast that you envisioned it to see?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hands down.
Yeah.
So
down.
we can believe things that are not true. Right.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
people
absolutely.
believe in, when you're a kid, you believe in
Dragons.
Christians.
But just
and
because you believe doesn't mean
Christmas.
that you also you have faith. Just because you believe,
I can see
is that what you're saying, right? If you say you cannot have one without the other, if I believe something, then I must have faith.
No, I hear you. But belief is just like the first definition.
Yeah.
I believe it's acceptance. Go ahead.
So I'll say this: I can have belief that a surgery can do good for me,
Mhm.
but have no faith in your ability.
There you go.
Fair. There we go.
Right.
All right, so I was just looking for an example of, like I think
Where
both
they-
of them
where they
exist.
where they can
Yeah,
live.
like both.
Sometimes,
Okay.
yeah.
They're both. I think there are moments where you can have belief and no faith. You can have faith and not believe, right? Like I had faith in my marriage and didn't believe this motherfucker as far as I could throw him,
Right.
and I wasn't wrong about it. So
Very in depth right there.
I think it's
Wow.
nuanced.
I almost got traumatized.
I think
You said I almost got
I
traumatized.
got traumatized into that one. That's pretty good.
yeah, that was damn good. That was damn good.
Yeah.
And I really think we can probably go another fucking 20 minutes on it, but we don't have to. I want to see what you got going on here.
Oh yeah.
Travis
So
Bellamy.
shout out to Honeysuckle Magazine. So they are one of the sponsors for Full Fest. And I brought this one for the set. This is I think edition, what was it, 14? Yeah, they use Roman numerals, and I've been drinking vodka.
Let me see.
You pour way heavy on
Mhm.
that.
Yeah.
Like you wow. And then
Okay.
also
13.
gotta show some love.
Hey,
A couple of weeks
the
ago,
guys.
our family was on the front cover of Chicago News Weekly. So definitely check out that edition to learn all about the High Park Summerfest, Soul of Summerfest. Learn a little bit about the
About the
Pop
guys.
look a little
and-
short, man.
You said what?
Pop look a little short on that cover. What y'all do to his height?
They shaped his afro down a little bit. Oh, please take that out.
Pop don't care,
They
man.
did his hair.
Swain got his shit done.
They
He got his
did.
shit processed. Swain, you wild as hell for this cover too.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I brought some goodies. I got some other stuff too, but definitely want to start bringing stuff to the set. So all of my cannabis people, this is one of my favorite magazines just because it looks good. And they're sponsoring Full Fest this year. So first 50 tickets gets
July
the
1st.
Yep, gets
In
the
the
Erica
building.
Badu edition of Honeysuckle. Make
We
sure
got a
you
guest
follow
list
them. Who? For
For Full Fest. Like, we
yeah.
want to get somebody in, we can get them in.
I mean, we do. It's
I'm
mine.
saying just us, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Oh, and make sure you all check out the live
I'm just
show.
standing in front of Ephraim real quick. I'm just standing in front of him in case he want to pull up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
you showing
In
up?
case you want to pull up. I'm just dropping the bug because
Yeah, get your phone out and follow us on Instagram. Is it under your thigh?
Wait,
You gotta
wait,
put the pressure on him.
wait,
See what I'm
wait,
saying?
wait. You talking about follow the show?
No, follow the
Oh.
event.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Full
That's
Fest.
The event also, you know what? July 1st, same day of Full Fest, we're doing a live show with
Row
Mr.
24.
Krim, okay, Ernest Krim, the Black historian. He's going crazy. Also, Dion's Chicago
Dion
Dream,
Dawson.
Dion Dawson, and your favorite podcast is going down at Row 24. It's from 12 to 4. Have brunch.
That's all good. Don't worry about it.
Brunch on the corner is gonna get crazy. Y'all already know how we rock. And when E come in, he probably gonna have his Mike Lowry shirt on. You know what I mean? So
My Lowry.
Hey, I'm putting it on record, man. If y'all do a show on relationships, please invite me.
Absolutely.
my
I got
goodness.
lots
we
to
can do that.
say.
No, we can do
I don't
that.
think
I
you
got
like
lots
You
that
like
shit, though.
anti-relationship.
He don't like that shit, though.
So here's the
now
thing,
E
right?
come on, you want to
Yeah.
No.
This guy's a funny guy.
Because here's the thing. I believe the work that we do is bigger than that. I feel like
We can
that's
talk about it sometimes, though.
low hanging fruit, right? And I don't want to be that podcast.
We just talked about
But
a
I'm
motherfucker
not.
who stuck his dick in some strippers, bro.
I'm not.
We just really did that, bro.
Every week we talk about some weird shit.
We can't do one show.
but a whole show like that.
I want to do Battle
like,
of the
fuck it.
Sexes.
Well, it's already
Guys
done,
versus
right?
girls.
Actually, shout out to my man. He's doing Battle of the Sexes. And,
Oh yeah, that's this weekend, right?
No, it is next weekend. Yeah, what's that? The 18th.
we won't.
18th.
We won't be there.
Because we'll be at Summerfest.
Yes,
So
yes.
we will be moving around on
Yeah.
17th and 18th at Summerfest. So super excited about that. If you got your Corner Convo swag, wear it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
If not, order it and then wear it.
So maybe for the third quarter, maybe we do a live show like that where we just really dive in.
we can start here with a show like this to see how it goes.
He
Definitely
always
do a
want to
live
do
show.
it big.
Yes.
Whoa.
Yes.
No pause on that one.
No,
Yay.
He tried to ignore it, though,
That's
didn't
money. That's money. Let's get
sure,
that's money.
sure. Okay, cool.
That's money.
Sure, all right, bet.
No, I feel like we
Super
could have it would be fun to do like relationships because I feel like that's how I started on the show. Y'all brought me in and had me doing. Oh my! I went
Change
back
your life.
and watched that.
Change your life.
Okay,
What
don't
show
be
was that?
arrogant. That was number 75.
I am
I
that.
think.
The
What
first
do you mean
show?
it doesn't change?
That was a
It
fun
was
ass show. We got
75.
fucked up, though. That was crazy.
And we were so.
Yeah,
it
that
was
nigga was
so.
kicking our ass, though.
It was
That
so
nigga-
bad.
Nigga was kicking our ass,
So
man.
before we get out of here, Mila has a relationship with Trap Spelling Bee,
Well, no, I bought these.
but they fuck with you though.
They do.
That's what I'm saying. So you have a
Oh yeah, they
relationship.
did.
God damn, are you here?
You know what? Don't do me.
Is this the AI?
Are those hips AI?
See,
Okay.
that's old. That's old. That's old.
Dude,
That's
dude.
old.
I don't care.
Dude.
All right.
Oh,
Ephraim goes first, though. Who goes first? Amon or me or Ephraim?
He's definitely going first.
He definitely going first.
Wait, what I'm doing?
You gotta spell the. You gotta. You gotta spell the
Just
word.
spell-
All right.
just
In
spell the
the
word a little bit,
in
yeah.
the vein of y'all dissing women, you gotta spell skeezer. Skeezer.
Okay, he needs the rules, though.
Okay, so this is trap spelling bee. You gotta spell it like a hood word. All right. And so how would
okay.
you spell
Like
it in
somebody say
together?
You don't gotta say nothing.
All right,
Yeah,
so
I got it.
definition.
You gotta spell it.
I
I was about to say
a
something.
not so good
Watch your
looking-
eyeballs.
A not so
You
good
cheat
looking.
every show. You
Always.
cheat every show.
Always.
I have to have an advantage. I'm only 5'10" with Tim's on.
And no lateral movement. All right.
Zero.
So, Skeezer, a not so good looking girl who is also slutty.
Mhm.
Place of origin, the hood.
Ooh, I just got the hiccups.
Used in a sentence. Oh my God.
I'm excited.
Okay, enough with the niggas. Did you just snort?
That wasn't me.
That was me.
Oh my God.
That's my guy all day.
I am messing with a skeezer.
Hmm.
So, spell skeezer.
All right, SKEZUH.
Can I steal it?
You want to steal it?
Yeah, I'm still.
Still.
SKEE. Skeezer.
Skeezer.
SKEEZ.
I want this game already.
Hey.
Yes.
Ah!
What's using the lyric? If a skeezer asks me to feed her with the MU visa, I'm gonna leave her.
No, go to Too Short song. He say skis all the time back in the 80s.
They put Chameleonaire on here.
Right.
Money getting jealous.
They
All
fired.
right.
Yeah, I want this game already.
Yeah, this shit's fire.
All right. All right. So
Who next?
you next.
Yeah, I love going. No, I'm saying.
You love going.
Man, I'm gonna make some shit up. Wallace's
You was
Catfish
gonna say
Corner.
second.
I'm saying.
You was second. You was gonna say second.
Sloppy seconds.
How does that even work?
Somebody's
with a
first.
train. Like, do people actually like pick their number in line, or
No,
just get in where you
it's
fit
like
in?
dogs when you put the bowl down. The aggressive one, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Dead ass. Like, unless I bring the demo to the
Oh, that
situation.
is so
I'm definitely going first. Like,
wild.
yeah,
But you
dead
know what's
ass.
fucked up though? Like, if that's happening though, and the motherfucker,
What's the word?
you see the motherfucker clapping, Joe. Say you get mouth action first and Buddy in the back first, but you like, nah, dude look a little nasty. I'm not going back there. It's over.
You're not going. It's
Nah.
over. All right. Sorry for the
He
tangent.
said, "What's the next word? Get out of here, cheetah."
Okay, your word is spend a night to stay over someone's house, place of origin, your cousin or childhood friend. Using a sentence, ask your mama, can I spend the night?
It's me. SPINANITE.
Ephraim, you want to try and steal?
SPINN.
You want to try again, Abasi?
Spend the night.
Spend the night.
SPE
E from one more time.
SPENANITE.
Yes.
There you go. Yeah.
Ding ding ding
Say
ding
it
ding
again.
ding. ANITE. Spend the night.
I fucked up with the I the first time, huh?
You did.
Okay.
You did.
Yeah, there you go.
Both
Making
y'all
sense.
did. All right.
I need this game.
That's
All
crazy,
right.
man.
Your word. Cheater, pumpkin eater.
Booty eater.
I was trying to be nice.
Nope.
All right. You got to spell do that there. Place of origin, the
How you
South.
doing that there?
That's one of
Use
the
it
good
a
beats, though. Those are
sentence.
good beats.
Do that there for me. Using a lyric. They holler how you do that there.
DOTHA.
Damn.
Do that.
Do.
Do that there.
DU.
No.
Do that. DATDER.
No.
All right, well, fuck it, I'm done.
Let me still.
I saw it, so I can't.
Go ahead.
DU.
Absolutely not.
Well, my fault. DO. I meant to say DO. DO. DAT. Say it again. Say do that there.
You just said it.
Do that there. Like I said, how she said though.
Do that there. Do that there.
DEH.
Fuck, what is it?
DODATDEERE. Do that there.
Well, I had the DERE part right.
You had the DE, yeah, but you put in some extra letters and shit.
Well, you know, I can't spell or read.
Dude,
It's fine.
who spells dude with a U?
What do you mean? DU?
Like
DE,
dude?
dude.
That would be duh, but
No, I said dude. Like, do that there. So DUE, dude.
He said that'll be done. Well, he
Okay.
work at CPS.
All right, well, you know what?
I actually don't work at CPS.
Oh no, like you said you did.
Oh yeah, I did work at CPS.
Yeah.
Fuck your glasses.
And on that note,
Yeah, it's the corner combo, man.
Oh, my
Episode
Hey, I
one.
enjoyed being here. This was love, man. Please
Thank
have
you,
me
E.
back.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
watch y'all stuff on Instagram too.
Oh, I
Thank
appreciate
you.
that, man.
Mhm.
Appreciate that.
so funny.
Where are we at? This episode 151?
Good
Yep.
stuff.
The Bacardi joint.
All right. Well, it's been a pleasure, man. Thank you for enjoying this edutainment. Thank you for giving some actual information. And this will not be the last time that you see Brother E. Let me be clear.
Good stuff.
50.
We on the
10.
corner.
50 and 10, bro.
We are exploited.
That is a fucking lie.
On your head.
We are denied not only
Look here. I take that face value. I just said. I literally just said that. Face value.
His face ain't got no hair on it though.
How tall are you?
About 10. No
You gotta
shoes.
play with his
She
Tim's
said with
on.
no shoes.
Y'all are so funny.
No one under 6
I'm
feet.
6'5", 50, though.
Bro, I was super quick.